Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
This isn't grade school. You don't have to raise your hand. Just wait a second, say what I'm going to say. And if you have questions after that, I'll address them, okay? I'm ready to go, Pete. Don't. Oh, my God. Just. I don't even know, dude. I didn't ask you what you guys would have said to that, dude, but
I just still find it funny that happened because it also happened.
Yeah, and then it happened in the Spider-Man show. I was like, what the hell?
Last week.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? How's it going? So those that don't know, I annually host a charity event at Ford Field. This year, I think it's given me the football crud. It's not con crud, but whatever it is. A little bit sore from that. We're going to do a lot of cool things today. We're going to go over some books that are moving and some books that maybe aren't moving, but then maybe some books that are just selling, even though they haven't sold a ton, because people are liking the Spider-Man TV show, the cartoon, which is nice. I mean, it's no X-Men 97, mind you, but it's doing pretty good for itself. Also going to cover some Fantastic Four stuff, a bunch of news that went off. Have some interesting reading books. For those people that don't know, we've been talking about for a couple weeks now. Diamond and their shipment. Really bad this week. Unfortunate to those Diamond people that get Diamond shipments. Sorry to hear it. But as you can see, I don't think, as I said a couple weeks ago, yeah, I think that one's done. Which sucks. I mean, no preview, no preview worlds anymore. Or free comic book day. But then again, I also wonder too now if people are going to stick to, that's probably for another day, but are people going to stick to Wednesday as free comic book day, or are they just going to start pushing it out whenever they feel like they need to?
New comic book day, yeah.
What's that?
New comic book.
New comic book day. Well, free comic book day is gone too, because Diamond put on free comic book day.
Well, that's true, but also some publishers are going to be filling in.
They're gonna? Good.
Yeah, there are going to be.
You say that, but we'll see. Publishers say a lot of things.
I will say, that publishers have told some retailers that they will be doing some stuff for free comic book day. So whether or not that happens in time, fair enough.
This year, I'm wondering about the continuation of it.
I see.
But anyways,
the future, I don't know. This year,
the future is what it is.
Yeah,
future is what it is.
Or it will be what it will be.
Either way, let's say hi to some people in the chat. Hey, thumbs up. Crack on! Cheers.
We need some more blue behind.
All right, yeah, Tommy Longmuck, sorry. GTK Comics, there you go. Ed LeBeau. Hello, nerds. Hello,
Ed.
The last tack show before Marco's jailing in Japan. See, here's how I know that BK has never gone to school before and just lives in his mom's closet, because he would understand that the month after January is February, not April.
Yeah, it's April.
That's a basic understanding. I think if you don't know that, you would be the guy that would be a grown up with your hand raised in the middle of a thing. You can put your hands down. BK, just
March, April.
BK, put your hand down. BK, put your hand down. Okay. All right, there we go. Jeffrey, what's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday, Jeffrey. What is that?
It looks like just the crusts on a peanut butter.
It is just the crust. Yeah. Wow. Okay, that's something.
Nice.
You know, they make something called Uncrustables now.
Those are weird, though.
How so?
I don't know. They still kind of crimp them shut.
Yeah, I guess.
Unless they're frozen. I'm not an Uncrustable fan.
I don't know, dude. I would figure Hot Pocket Uncrustable. You're the same type of guy, but maybe not. Well,
just because I ate them doesn't mean you act like I still used them. I haven't had a Hot Pocket.
Matt, what's going on? What's good, fellas? Matt, how you doing? They got the wrestling podcast going wild over there, so that's good news.
Oh yeah.
It
was a lot of the podcast is fantastic.
Yep. What's up, Brooklyn? Hope you're doing well. Nobody cares about BK. No, you aren't blessed. Green Ghost Animations. Bloody cold up here. Cheers. Where's here at? It's bloody cold out here too.
Just quickly going back. Yeah, they got the wrestling. They'll be on tomorrow. So
there you go.
Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. The boys will be on again tomorrow.
You know what they should do? Mount Rushmore of WrestleManias. Or You could say the worst of the WrestleManias of all time, which happened to be in the era that you boys enjoy so much. I think every single WrestleMania was in the era like the last decade that are probably the worst. But there you go. Hey, Sarah. Hey, guys.
Hey, we should do like a full channel Rumble stream where people come in every 2 minutes into the room, and then you gotta chuck somebody because we only can fit 10.
That'd be awesome.
See, here we go. Zaggy eats some Uncrustables are S tier. Have you tried the new honey ones? There's Zag. Oh, Montreal. Oof. Yeah, that's gotta be cold. It's gotta be really cold. All right. Well, cool. That's what we got.
We're apparently getting some ice tonight. I already got the news. School's opening 2 hours late tomorrow.
Oh, really? We had got
we have a winter weather advisory, but haven't heard anything about schools or anything being closed.
Yeah, we're not pussies though.
Well, I already got the day off, so I'm not too worried about it. But it might affect my buddy's flight because I'm picking my buddy up from the airport, and could affect his flight. So we'll see.
Well, yeah, that happens.
Hopefully, it's just all talk and not.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
No substance. Yeah.
All right, cool. So that we got a lot of stuff we're gonna go over. We're gonna go over some of those little keys and little tidbits and some of the Easter egg things and a lot of characters in that Spider-Man. We're talking about how we
in there.
We don't have a lot of we haven't viewed a lot of stuff besides it this week. We'll cover it a little bit. We can try not to spoil it, but I think you can take our opinion on how it's going to be. Obviously, we got a trailer, looked pretty good. Maybe a couple other little trailers, a little other news of somebody else she's got a little peep show going on. Is that how we call it? And our look backs will be on mainly books that have to deal with the trailers. Well, yeah.
You lost me on that one.
News on peep shows.
They showed a little thing on they mentioned a little person, and then all the pervs were like, yeah. And then I went back and read Dark Horse Presents 1998, and then I was like, oh, now I know. Now I get it.
Oh, peep show. What do you get peep show?
Well, let's talk about the news, and we'll see if they can connect.
I do have a video game to review today.
He already knows. There it is. He's got it. Okay. Yeah, if it goes behind under 50, I know. Jeez. 50. Shit.
Oh yeah, you have to be nice today, Marco. My father-in-law said he's going to watch the show to check us out on TV. So don't.
I will try to keep the fan
behave.
I have
to behave.
That is one thing. That is one thing I do want to talk about. Wait, so I can't make fun of people in Florida? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you can, but I hope
Arizona for today.
Yeah, stick to Arizona for today.
Yeah, okay.
Jeffrey can take it. He knows he's not talking about you.
There we go. All right, only Arizona. All right, you got it. Let's go, Dub.
Oh, we're getting to the news? All right, let me run the thing.
It's the father. He said father-in-law, but
father-in-law, still I call him dad. So
do you? Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I don't know. Some people do, some people don't.
I still never referred to my in-laws as anything.
Oh, he told me to call him dad, so I call him dad.
Grandpa and grandma. I call him grandpa and grandma.
Not directly to mine.
Oh, not directly to. Well, I do when I'm referring when the.
Oh yeah. No, if I'm talking to my son, I'll be like, yeah. But no, directly talking to them, I don't know names, no titles. I just start talking.
All right. So let's talk about the news this week. So many news, so many things to talk about. But we got to start with this one. We got posters. We got a teaser trailer released on F4 for F Fantastic Four. So we got it yesterday, which was February 4th. This movie will be in theaters on July 25th. Yeah, but F is February.
Oh, F4. Okay.
Yeah, F4.
Yeah, you didn't like the pre-teaser trailer. You said, if I recall correctly in the chat, you said what is this bull crap? Is that what you said? Something to that effect?
Who?
I don't know if I said that.
I just didn't.
No, Dub was like not happy about it. He's like, this is.
No, I just said it wasn't anything yet.
They introduced characters. I already know who the Fantastic Four is.
Hey, Lord.
The one in the third he's talking about. I'm like, yeah, it was nothing. It was a big nothing burger, is what I said.
Yeah.
Those were my
okay.
I think you said it was BS in a big nothing burger. That's what I'm thinking. You said.
Oh well, the teaser to the teaser.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Why are we teasing commercials?
Yeah. Well, this is a new thing though, because we're going to talk about that a little bit later too. Another movie did that today. So. I guess it's a new thing that we're gonna do.
I'm just glad they released it before the Super Bowl, so I didn't have to figure out which commercial break it was gonna be in there or anything. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a shortened version of it. Hopefully, it'll be a shortened version of what we already saw and not anything new during the Super Bowl. So
how can you make it any shorter? It wasn't
30,
long.
It's gonna be 30 second. This was like a minute and something, so that'll be a 30-second version of it.
Oh, they're showing another they're showing another trailer during.
They're showing a commercial for the Super Bowl.
They'll obviously have one during.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Who hasn't seen it? If you haven't seen it yet, then like, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought it was a decent trailer. I liked the way it looks. I liked. I don't know. I'm looking forward to this movie more than.
I mean, things getting too much hate. I think.
No, actually, the one thing that I'll say about it is I did not like the Thing's voice. Well,
you got to get used to the voice, but I also didn't like.
I thought it was cheesy as shit.
The Chickless doing the over. I hate when people overact with.
I understand when they overdo it, but I also think you got to put a little bass in that voice. So.
Oh, but that's that guy's voice.
Well, then they shouldn't have cast that dude. It's a fucking CGI character. You could have put anybody there. That's the one character you choose somebody with a voice to do it. It's not about the way it looks because you're going to CGI it. So just do the voice.
I hear
you
what
never
you're
actually. I mean, they showed him as a human in the thing, but you never have to show him as a human. Like, think about like if you ever listen to like The Record or like any of like the cartoons when they first came out. There's a distinctness, a little bit of bass, a little bit of grittiness in his voice. That's the one thing you know about Thing. You don't know if his nose is big or small when he's a human. His eyes are like, apple pies or not. But what you do know is that he's got a little gritty, a little bit of a deeper voice.
Well, I mean, for that, you could have done anybody for the voice separately from the actor you cast who played. Like,
absolutely, I ain't no problem with that either.
Vader
situation.
Problem. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like Vader, you know what Vader's voice is. That's what I'm saying. Like,
fair
that's
enough.
The character.
I hear.
You have to get the voice right.
I'll give the guy a shot, but I hear you. I'm not opposed to what you're saying.
I agree with Barlord here that the story is if the story is well written, I can forgive everything else.
I can do it too, but here's the problem: if you can't get something as simple as the voice to Thing right, then I wonder what the story is going to be.
But I feel like you have a problem with the.
You have your own preconceived,
right?
And again,
that's the first time I've heard the voice issue for Thing. Nobody that I've talked to, which is a small number of people,
probably don't know anything about Fantastic Four. Agreed. Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
I don't know anything about Fantastic Four except for what was in the cartoon.
Once again, what I said is, if you grew up, you as Fantastic Four fan, listened to the records, watched the cartoons, did all that stuff. There's a certain grittiness that you know about clobbering time.
Yeah, I think even the chat agrees. You're the only one who cares.
You tell them, Ed.
We'll see.
About
just wait till the ape army comes. We'll see.
The what army?
The ape.
Oh, the ape army.
Oh, yeah. Woo. Pay this man his freaking money. Pay him his freaking money. I tell you, that's what we're getting.
Me too. Me too. I was waiting to hear it.
Check. That's what we're gonna get this whole show, by the way. Also, something got alligator. Also, something we didn't need. That's probably also something. So it's not just one. There's two concerns there. There's two concerns. We're gonna get KGB play again. Like we don't need KGB again. We don't need chick. All he does is.
But he's the Red Ghost.
Right. He's got a terror. We know for a fact that his Eastern European accent from the block is terrible.
Perhaps they're using his voice to distract you from the other voice.
Have you ever ran into anybody from that region? Because that's not what they sound like. That's like when they did the thing. No, hold on. That's like when they did the thing with what's his name playing Zeus, right? Like, just don't do that. Like, I don't know, but just
I'm just saying, Rounders was 20 years ago, so he had time to work on it.
Okay, you think that's what he worked on? Yeah, I don't think so. Hey, I like him. I think it's hilarious. I like him, but there's no fucking way he's doing KGB's voice. Bad as
Harrison Ford's in K-19 though. That was the worst.
That was bad. I mean, that was bad too. And so was what's his name playing Zeus. All three were terrible.
Yeah, fair enough.
But if you do it, like, they're never gonna go, hey, guess what? How about you play a Greek again? Let's see how that works. I think we're done with that. So probably playing somebody who's supposed to be a Soviet you know, I mean, Rocky and Bullwinkle had better Soviet voices on it. So I don't know. Whatever. Hey, look, it could still be good. I'm just saying the voice situation, like, it's what are we
didn't
doing
even hear
here?
him talk. You're worried about KGB.
We've heard him talk before. He was KGB. We know what he does
now.
We know what he sounds like. You're acting like he's never played that type of part. Oh, he's never played a role of somebody with an Eastern European accent. No, he has. We've heard it. We have. Check.
They might tell him, "I'm sorry, John. You got to stop. Just talk in your normal voice."
Yeah, dude. How funny would that be if he just talks in a normal voice?
Yeah. So when I put this story in the news, this is not the conversation that I thought we were going to have about it. But hey, that's how it works.
I mean, look, man. I mean, you know what? I don't know why are people complaining about things besides the voice? I thought that's what they were complaining about. No.
There are some concerns about his CGI that I saw in some of our chats.
Oh, shut up. Who cares? Like that I can live with.
Yeah.
We'll see. Once I got time.
Dude, at least it's not Frank Miller drawing them. At least it's not Frank Miller CGI.
Oh, well, I got that.
Huh?
That's fair. Well,
that is true.
The bar is low.
Oh, so I mean, the only reason I brought the thing, I'm not killing the whole movie because of that. I thought that was the complaint. Was the thing was that, not the CGI. Because they can always tighten up CGI too going out. So like, I don't know.
Exactly. We still got months. They can still tweak that up.
Hey, what's going on, Black Spiders? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anyways, yeah, Borat voice. Yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be funny. What's going on?
Very nice.
Very nice. Well, it kind of was. If you think about it, it is. He does kind of.
What is this?
What?
No.
Is it paper?
Check. No, have Borat say check. I bet you it'll sound the same.
Hanging around.
Yeah, he's spit hanging around. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Oh, all right. So the box office. What do you think was the #1 movie in America this last weekend?
I know. Lion King again?
No, because I think I saw
something new come out.
All the results of this,
it's a new movie. Yes.
Oh, a new movie.
Well, it's not a movie that's been on the top.
Is it something that I would watch?
Yes, it is something that you would watch.
John Wick 6
something that you most likely should have watched. Or will watch.
I remember what it is, but I did stumble across that news.
What is it?
I forget.
The movie is Dogman.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, because the kids were sick, so we couldn't take them to Dogman. Yeah.
Dogman.
We are going to go
36 minutes. Yeah, so you're going to watch it, right?
Bro. Okay, go ahead and do that. Then I got to tell you how wild this shit is.
I still don't understand the concept of Dogman.
Well, according to the trailer that I saw, that there's a police officer and then there's a dog, and then somehow the
police officer dies and
they put the head on.
They take the head from the dog and put it on the police officer. So
Jon Snow in the TV show.
But then his hands look like they became dog like they're like his hands didn't look like like a human hand anymore. Look like a dog hand. So what was it just?
It had Daft Punk in the trailer, so that was pretty cool. I mean, that's all I can tell you.
Yeah,
that's all I really know about the movie. It was the second biggest opening for a January animated movie. Kung Fu Panda still holds that title. And then there was a third consecutive #1 for DreamWorks Animation after Kung Fu Panda and The Wild Robot. So they've had #1 with the last 3 releases. So that's pretty good. This is just DreamWorks.
I'm just going to tell you, having a kid try to explain to you what Dogman or Captain Underpants is about is beyond wild. You should try it sometime. You won't understand. It's gibberish. But
it doesn't. Yeah, the actual explanation doesn't matter. I just call my son Captain Underpants because he's like Murray Goldberg when he gets home. It's just like, all right, pants off.
I think that's what they all do. This is what I'll tell you. So the guy who writes these books is named Dave Pilkey. And Dave Pilkey sometimes travels to bookstores. And my kids have all the Dogman series. They have all the Underpants series and a couple other things that he writes. So we're like, cool, we'll take them in there. $15 a ticket. We told
grew up on
yeah, that doesn't surprise me. So guess how it's $15 a ticket. We tell our friends, hey, we're going to this thing. They're like, cool, let's go look up tickets on the secondary market, see if we can get some because it's sold out. How much do you think for a kid's author secondary tickets to go to a signing, a meet and greet signing?
I thought you meant movie theater. I was like, wait a second, there's a secondary market for movie theater tickets?
Is it going to be like a site like Ticketmaster secondary market, that kind of thing? Like,
like the bookstore will put on like, hey, we're having him at the bookstore.
And he's gonna like probably read something and then take.
Yeah, I don't even know. Actually, you know what? That's a good question. I don't know where the bootleg site, maybe eBay. I don't know. I don't know where they secondhand sell these tickets.
So $15 if you buy directly from the bookstore.
Yes.
So you are now going to be able to sell those for $75.
Close. Very, very close. Lowest ticket price, $100.
Jeez.
Lowest.
All right. So you needed to add my guess and Dub's guess.
Yeah, I told my wife, like, dude, why didn't we buy like 10 tickets? I bootlegged the shit out of this.
Well, what you need to do
I'd undercut everybody.
Wait until day of show, and then you'll get them for cheaper.
Well, we already got ours for 15. We were responsible parents. Well, we missed the first one. We got the second one.
Gotcha.
Fair enough.
You didn't miss the second one.
I'm not paying $100 to meet some dude whose name's Dav, D-A-V. No, sir. You're a grown-up adult. He probably raises his hands to ask questions. Why don't you get him to come to the
Comic-Con or something? Why doesn't he come there?
Talk to him about it. Yeah. I'll talk to him about it. You know what? I don't think he needs it, to be honest with you. He makes a killing, dude. That dude makes so much money. He don't give a shit.
But then he can take selfies with people for like $50 a pop.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, I don't know what this crowd's going to be, but I imagine it's going to be a mess. Maybe I should sell my ticket.
George Costanza.
What do I need to go for?
Like
what do I need to fucking go for? Yeah, I haven't bought tickets for anything in so long. I forgot. I think I bought tickets for this. Like for myself. I haven't had to buy tickets for myself for anything.
Yeah, there is assigned seats. You're gonna have some strange guy hanging out with your family.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't care.
Ridiculous. All right,
dude. That guy doesn't just have underpants. So a couple of years ago, I looked up to see when the kids were. I was like, same thing. I was like, maybe I can get them at their school or something. And then I was like, oh no, that's not like a hey, how you doing? How about you just hook us up? It's like this dude's booked from beginning to end. Like he doesn't have time in the schedule.
So Captain Underpants is the same guy who did
it's also a wild story too. Like the guy's a principal and somehow he turns into underpants or something. And then
he turns into
underpants.
Yeah, dude, but it's weird because I think if he sneezes, he turns into Captain Underpants or something. I can't remember how it works. I don't know. Like I said, talk to kids about those two books, bro. It's like, remember back in the 90s, like around 98, when everybody had their Tupac lives on an island theory? Sounds exactly the fucking same, bro.
I'm gonna next time I talk to my niece, I'll see if she knows anything about it.
Right, cool. And if you can hit a spliff while you're doing it, it's even better. Go ahead.
Imagine trying to explain to a kid today, like Beavis and Butthead, and why it's funny. Like they're not gonna get it. Like, what do you mean cornholio? What are you saying?
Well, cornholio lives on today with Tamatanga. I mean, if you watch Tamatanga, you get cornholio.
I don't know who Tamatanga is, but you can still say it now. Yeah. But it's wild. It's wild.
So Flight Risk, which was number 1 last week, dropped to 5, and Companion, which was that movie, which also debuted this week. This was that movie about the. Marco had some crazy theory about an escort.
Oh, that's right. He thought it was a lady.
What's it about? Now, can we say what it's about?
Yeah. So the Companion is an AI robot kind of thing, and she's controlled by an app on the phone. And the spoiler they gave you in the trailer was that she gets a hold of the phone and turns her intelligence up to max, and then that's where the horror begins.
It's Skynet.
Skynet, basically. Exactly.
Oh, that sounds stupid.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
Barlord
movie didn't sound great.
No.
Barlord.
Hey, Grumpy G.
All right. Let's move on to other things. So Marvel Studios, not only did they give us a trailer and a poster, they gave us the official synopsis for Fantastic Four First Steps.
They're going to say the official back of Galactus's head.
Back of Galactus's head, exactly. Yes.
Retro futuristic world?
Yes. Yeah. So that means it's back in the day,
kind of thing.
or like the Jetsons. It was retro futuristic. Yeah. Made in the 60s, but thinking of what the future is going to look like, which is exactly what this is. The way the cars look like.
How the cars look. I mean, that's not surprising. It looks like Tomorrowland, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. So 60s inspired, and then the family is supposed to face their most daunting challenge. You know, they have to be a family, but they also have to be heroes. And then Galactus, and they named Silver Surfer in this. And Galactus's plan is to devour the entire planet. Although I don't know how this little Galactus is going to do that. Unless
that's not little. That's perspective, dude.
Yeah, what do you mean little? Planet, though?
Huh?
He looks like he's too small to eat a whole planet.
He can grow.
Well, he doesn't like eat it like an apple.
Yeah, he puts like things in
it. Like a bite out of it.
No,
he's got like
what?
A drill.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he drilled it, the thing. It's like suction, like tentacle suction.
And there's tubes, lots of tubes.
Yeah,
tubes.
Yeah, and you got all the Kirby, the Kirby circles. You know, a lot of those cosmic circle ball things floating around.
I'm hoping to see some Kirby circles and tubes when this all goes down. So I don't know.
Oh, they were.
He seems
plenty big enough.
He seemed like it looked kind of. I don't know. His head looked small to me.
He's not a smoke monster, which is a positive. He's not a giant smoke monster.
100% agree. It's not a smoke monster, so there's a win there.
Also, like his head is pretty enormous compared to like the prospect of the Statue of Liberty. Like,
well, he's got like was it Will Smith's kid? He's like wears like a house hat. Like,
oh my god,
did to the Grammys.
Fucking idiot.
So he's got that big house hat. So he's got Galactus has that going.
Oh dear Lord, the house hat. Put that out.
There you go. There you go, Zach. That's right. He vacuums the planet like Spaceballs, pretty much.
Yes, there you go. That's a good synopsis.
Yes.
I really liked that they didn't go into. I don't want to. I mean, hopefully they skip over the origin part. If they give us a 3-minute flashback, that's fine. Yeah. But jumping right into the action and let them already be the heroes. And I know there's like you saw them as humans as well, but I don't know. It looked.
Do you think this is? Do you guys think this is going to be Hunt for Galactus?
Hunt
you think that's
what
it is?
No.
What? Well, yeah, I know, but like.
Well, Ali Oxenfree.
No. I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but like, because of he chick guy, because of the storyline that guy's in. That's what they're doing. They're like going back to try to get to Galactus before he comes to Earth and swallows up all of it.
I think you might have something there because, like, one of the things that's the last sentence of this synopsis, if Galactus planned to devour the planet and everyone weren't bad enough, it suddenly gets very personal. So something personal is going to happen between Galactus and Reed and maybe Shinobalo and
Shinobalo.
Yeah.
So does Galactus take a shine to Sue Storm like every other villain in the Marvel universe?
Yeah, or Shinobalo takes a nice like towards Johnny Storm, something like that. There could be problems.
That's why they should have just done the Frankie Ray thing.
Yeah, well, maybe they're just gonna cross it over. Like, maybe she's supposed to play parts of things that Frankie Ray did, Anyway, so it's gonna be personal, and so whatever that means, and then
it's gonna be personal. All right.
Yeah, it's like an action movie tagline.
Buckle up. It's going to be personal.
This time it's personal.
Like
Die harder.
All right.
It looks good.
Again,
are we going to say what we think of this or no? Is there more information on that?
No, that's it. You want to talk?
I would like to say, by the way,
yeah.
I don't understand if we're not talking about the two people's voices in here, which is a very nitpicky, small critique of it. What are we complaining about? Don't give me this bull crap dub that you don't even know how Galactus works, and then you're going to say he doesn't look big enough.
I wasn't complaining about it.
Other two, the CGI with the thing. What the fuck is a guy that gets that? By the way, not actually rocks, mind you. Like,
I know what you're saying.
What is he supposed to?
My biggest concern is Johnny Storm's blonde hair because I'm just having a hard time seeing that guy with the blonde hair. That's all.
But that's what I'm saying too. That's a small thing that it's a little.
I know that's my biggest.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is good, right? This looks what they gave us here. What they gave us, like, people were upset that it's futuristic 60s. What are you kidding me? What'd you think it was going to be? Like, what did you think this was going to be? Just real quickly, the only thing that I thought it was going to be was maybe not the thing sounding the way he does. Besides that, everything else here is what I thought we were going to get, and I'm pretty damn okay with it. Like, I think it looks pretty damn good. So I just don't understand the. Yeah, I mean, we're in a good spot right now.
About the Fantastic Four, and I enjoyed this trailer, and I'm looking forward to this movie. That's what I will tell you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, what expectations we're on. I'm surprised that there's any complaints about the expectations. What we still expect this to be halfway decent, right?
Yeah, I
okay.
I don't agree with any of the complaints. I'm ready to watch this movie.
I'm fine. I'm ready for this.
I didn't hear any of those complaints. So yeah, all right.
To me, I don't need any more trailers. I'm ready. I'm ready in July.
Oh Jesus! Like in what was that?
Guardians of the Galaxy too. Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Yeah, there we go.
Let's get to Superman.
All right, let's go Superman. We saw it already.
We're on over to Soups.
There we go.
We got a 50-50 split it here. We give DC their due.
Yep. The estate of Superman creator Joseph Schuster is suing Warner Brothers Discovery and DC Comics.
He still looks like Nathan Fillion in this picture.
He does look like Fillion. That's Fillion's little brother. So plaintiff Mark Warren Peary, executor of the state, filed a suit in federal court yesterday in New York, seeking damages and injunctive relief for the defendants' ongoing infringement in Canada, the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Australia. They're saying that the Warner Brothers has no rights to distribute this movie in those specific countries.
Do you know why?
Real fans know that this is another publicity stunt because every single time a Superman movie comes out, they sue Warner Brothers Discovery for DC Comics because they think that they are owed money. All of this money was this was all settled. Schuster's family got paid a long time ago. Their name is on on everything that Superman comes out. It says created by Siegel and Schuster on there. That happened years and years ago.
Can I raise my hand?
Yeah.
The movie didn't even come out yet. What damages do they have?
No, so this is so the dumbest thing they're trying to do now is say since there was a merger, it voided the decision previously, and it now opens it up because in the UK, Ireland, Australia, and Canada, they do have that merger law where like you don't have the rights to it if it like changes hands. So they're trying to say that these four things now broke the deal because they merged together, which still isn't U.S. law, which still doesn't matter because that's where it's being distributed for. And yes, as Dub says, this is just a publicity stunt. But I don't think it is. I think the state really is a bunch of lunatics at this point.
Well, I figured I think they're seeing if they can get some cash. I mean,
yeah, but dude, it's expensive. Hold on, it's expensive to file that in the South.
Well, they probably got whoever's filing for them probably go, hey, we'll just 50-50. You just do the paperwork. We'll take a shot. If we get anything, we'll.
Okay, Pete, let me ask you what you think 50% of that is just to file that paperwork. Like $20,000, $30,000 in New York, maybe just to file that. You're paying $30,000 to just them to say no. Like, come on, man. I'm not doing that.
But yeah, they say yes.
We talked about it.
But what
they're not going to say yes? Yeah, but Schuster. What does Schuster make off of it, though?
I don't know.
I don't think they make anything off of it.
Off of this? I don't know if they make it.
That's what I'm saying. So it's coming out of their money. That's why it doesn't make sense. No, I think they're legitimately lunatics. I think they're like, hey, we want more money because we didn't do anything to create this character, but somebody that we know that fucking boink somebody did, so we want to try to get more loot. I think that's what they're trying to do. See how I cleaned that up?
That was nice. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Mr. Dub. Yeah. Grandpa Dublo. Yep. See how I cleaned that up there? Yep.
All right. Moving on, we can talk about we got a trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth that dropped today. This movie is supposed to lean into fear. We got a teaser yesterday for the trailer that came out today. So this is going to be it's going to be a little scarier, more suspenseful. There's a scene from the first novel that has, people drifting through a lagoon trying not to wake the T-Rex. And I guess that scene is being adapted in this movie, which is going to be very.
I thought you meant like Mark Wahlberg movie Fear. Like the T-Rex is going to be like, just let me in the house.
No, Mark Wahlberg, I don't believe has anything to do with this movie. It's
so we're going to have to hear the footsteps again. We're going to have to hear these in the water. Yeah, you have to look at the water ripple.
Probably, yes. Probably all of that.
Be like, yeah, there's gonna be a big eye and a big mouth coming. You know that, right? You know that, right? Ah, like, how are you scared of that?
His vision's based off movement. How the hell do you know that?
Well, maybe some people will be scared of it. I don't know. Maybe
it's a transformer.
No, I think it's going back to our Spaceballs talk.
All right. We also got a teaser trailer and a poster.
Oh, did we?
For Megan 2.0.
If you look at it really quick,
not all of us did because I didn't. Who cares about it? What is this?
Story.
What did you say, Pete?
I said if you look at it real fast, it looks like the lamp in A Christmas Story.
Oh, kind of.
Yeah, one leg in the skirt.
One leg, yeah. Well, Megan,
I don't know, but on the internet, I looked at some things. Some guy says, "Squint your eyes at this cheeseburger," and it looks like Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
He's the guy that does.
It did.
Yeah. Have you seen the burger that looks like Steve Harvey?
I did see that. It looks just like Steve Harvey.
That's all that is. But it's like, so the way he says it, it looks like it. You know what I mean? It didn't look like it until he said it. Then it looked like it.
Well, I didn't squint my eyes until he told me to squint my eyes. I squint my eyes. I was like,
right,
oh, yeah, looks like Steve Harvey. Yeah.
What is this? Is this one of those like freak horror shows? Like,
yes, it was. This is the second part. It's a sequel to the first movie, which had like a doll that was alive, and then it was like, I don't know.
All right. Well, I already fell asleep for you just explaining that. So
that's all I know. That's
people like it. It wasn't for me, but
that's why all we know about this movie. It's out on June 27th, so I think I'm busy that day. I'm gonna get the curl in my hair that day.
Yeah, I'll be doing something else.
Yeah.
And then today, Rihanna gave us a teaser for a trailer that's dropping tomorrow. So it was like a 10
Is she going to be the chick Smurf?
She is going to be Smurfette. Yes, that is correct.
So is this picking up from the other ones?
I don't believe so. I think this is a whole.
These are brand new.
Ooh, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Who watches
French people.
This? Okay, fair.
Fair. The Smurfs is unbelievably popular.
Your son must watch like 90 hours a day worth of TV for all the shit.
When he gets a hold of his remotes, yeah. When he doesn't have remotes, well, he doesn't.
Does he ever get outside? Don't the kid outside every once in a while?
Yeah. I think he only sleeps for like 2 hours.
There you go. That's who watches it.
Fuck, that doesn't surprise me. Does that surprise anybody?
Nope.
That's the right answer.
All right. So we'll talk about some streaming news. And here is Marco's favorite news story of the week. He's been talking about it.
What is it?
It is. Sarah Michelle Gellar is returning for the Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot.
Hold on. I want to see who this person is. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
What do you mean?
What does she look like?
This right here. This is what she looks like.
Yeah, what are you looking at?
That's not what she currently looks like.
Well, no. This was...
okay, I'll just be honest. Never. No, she looks pretty similar. Still. Yeah. Okay.
You should look what
she's older.
Who is her spouse?
She's aged gracefully. Yeah. Let me just say she's aged gracefully.
Yeah.
Do you know who her spouse is?
Check out her spousal situation.
No clue. No clue who she is.
Take a look.
You know who it is.
You know. You know.
Who is she married to? Oh, fuck. I hate this broad. She's a fucking terrible decision maker in her life. Fucking horrible decision maker. No, absolutely not. This is going to be a garbage. This is garbage. Why did you guys tell me this before?
What?
I never watched this. I never really followed this anyway. I'm not. I wasn't. No, yeah, I was going to because the problem with it is it always seemed too intense to get into, right? Like when it started to get hot, it's like, well, it's already like in season 3 or whatever, like 5.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
No, I actually watched these when it was done. Like it was later done. I just got the DVDs.
Yeah. So I wouldn't even know because did it go like 15 seasons or something?
7.
See, this is like this is
spin-off show too.
Yeah.
See, but this is it. Like
5, it's with networks and stuff.
You guys know me, yeah. It's like with that type, the Seinfeld thing. That I wasn't in since day one. I'm done. I'm not trying to, because I'll never remember to go back and watch them all. Right?
Yeah.
So
no, it was good though. I watched Angel after the fact too.
Yeah, I didn't watch that either. So yeah, no, like I was thinking this would be a good starting off point to get in on. But then no, I'm passing. Yeah.
Well,
I bet you her husband's going to be in there too.
Before his
because
name
that guy can't get a job anywhere.
Before his name became like such an awful thing, like this was Joss Whedon. Like that's who did this.
Oh,
yeah, because it was a movie. Then they made a TV show loosely based on the movie.
Yeah, the movie was kind of goofy, but the show wasn't bad. It was, it was TV. Yeah. It had cheesy TV kind of like humor, but it's still
was it. Hold on, was it on CW too?
Yeah,
that's what it was. Or what it used to be called.
Yeah,
was
for
it called
a few
CW
years, and then it switched to
the
UPN or something, or when they merged, or
WBN, WUPN.
Something, yeah. It changed like the last couple seasons because she died, and they brought her back. It's the whole thing.
Who just? Oh wait, she's alive though, or who died?
In Buffy in the show, but it doesn't matter. It's just
the show died. Okay,
brought her
original
back.
WB. So. Yeah. Okay.
Right. All right. Well, this will be on Hulu.
Well, I mean, hey, I bet you it's probably better than that. But Doctor Who's another one I'm not getting into. There's no way. Was that like
Doctor Who goes back to not doing it. Doctor Who premiered when Kennedy was assassinated, so Doctor Who's got a longer catch-up time.
I mean, so when Sticks was about 55, 56 years old, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, not going that far back. That's all I'm saying.
I will say I watched some Doctor Who, and I definitely did not watch anything that came out before 2008. I believe is when I watched it.
Yeah.
So
anyway, catching up on the new stuff. You're like, it's like 15 seasons now. I think
too much now. Yeah. Zolo Maridueña expects a DCU return in 2026.
No,
so he was out doing some press.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, he was doing some press for Cobra Kai, I believe, and he was being asked about when he's coming back to the DCU, and he said they're hitting it hard with this project and hoping to get everything done and out next year. So that was directly from him.
For what?
The Blue Beetle animated series is what's supposed to be coming out from him.
Yeah. I still haven't sat down to watch this movie.
I thought Gunn says none of this stuff counts for anything anymore, so he's not doing any more of it.
They said that Blue Beetle would carry. They kind of loosely inferred that he might carry over.
Well, he's still gonna whatever they make new will count, right? So he's supposed to be in a new series. So it's not a reboot; it's a continuation of. Oh, they're talking about something else. All right. Anyway,
F's given on this 0.0.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it when it comes out. You're not gonna watch the Blue Beetle series on Max?
No, probably when it's all out. I guess. Maybe I will for the show.
So.
Yeah, it depends. Hold on, it depends. Is there anything else going to be out at that time?
We don't even know.
Like at all, because if it is, I'm probably not going to watch it. No,
that's a fair point.
Won't be top of this.
Yeah, I expect it to be on the same level as a Spider-Man, like high school show.
Hold on. Yes. Pause in the play. Let's
rewind. Set high now.
Hold on. If he turns out to be in an animated Booster Gold series, a la Kite Man / Harley Quinn,
but this is a different
I'll be watching. Beetle.
I don't think it's going to be.
This Beetle don't go with Booster Gold. The other Ted Cord goes with Booster Gold. That show, you have more of my attention.
Hey, you can do it. Hey, have you ever seen DC before? They don't care. They'll just reboot it and call it a different one. This will be modern era, whatever, multiverse one. They don't care.
With Booster Platinum.
Yeah, dude, they don't care. They don't care. That's not.
Speaking of that,
that's not different.
Keep it going.
DC, yeah.
Oh. All right. So, in the different realm of TV shows, although staying with Max,
please.
This guy,
yes,
has been cast as Ormond Hightower.
Wait,
Ormond Hightower is the nephew of Alicent. Otto's nephew, Alicent and Gawain's cousin. He's a lord of Old Town, which is, I guess, where the Hightowers are from. And he has been he was referenced in season 2, but we hadn't seen him on screen, and we will see him on screen in season 3.
Isn't he supposed to be a big dude?
I don't know. I have no preconceptions of what he looks like. All I know is that he is Otto's nephew. And he's on his way to fight with Rhaenyra.
I'm not remembering. Okay. Like now yeah, I don't want to say anything and mess things up. So
yeah, because like the books and all, yeah.
I like
about the description of
when
him
you first said the name. I'm thinking of. It doesn't matter.
Thinking of not this guy.
So Otto's the skinny guy, the skinny old guy who his wife marries the Targaryen.
Yes, I know Otto
and gets in a fight with
Allison.
But I thought the nephew was supposed to be big. Well, whatever. Police Academy. What are we talking about? Police Academy?
I don't know.
Woodchuck.
Who is this dude, by the way?
Sweet Chuck, not Woodchuck.
His name. Oh, I didn't even put his name in there. Yeah, I'll get back with you.
What's he from? Okay, cool.
Something else I didn't watch, probably.
So. Yeah, something else you did not watch.
What's that?
I don't know. Wherever this guy's from. Dang
it, I forgot his name. James Norton?
I'm looking it up right now. I got your back, dude.
I appreciate
it. Yeah. Eddie Ear? What? That can't be right.
What?
Is that guy's name?
Norton?
That's a weird name. His name is Eddie Ear. I swear to God. Eddie E-Y-R Erie. E-Y-R-E? Eddie Erie?
Eddie
he looks a lot different. Yeah, he looks a lot different when you have him on the thing. I mean, he looks.
His name is James Norton. Just like
it's
Double
not.
J said. Yes, that's correct.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I'm looking at a different high tower.
Yeah,
it says he could be playing that guy. I'm looking at Reddit. Reddit's a problem.
Yeah.
Reddit's a problem. What's this guy's name?
His name is James Norton. He was in a show
that's
called
why
Happy
Sticks is
Valley.
talking about the high tower. That's why Sticks is talking about Police Academy.
Why?
Because of High Tower. High Tower was Bubba Smith in Police Academy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It took a minute for me to get the connection.
No, but the guy who played High Tower. Wait, the guy who played High Tower, he was the football player, right?
Yeah, it was Bubba Smith.
Bubba Smith, yeah, from Michigan State. Yeah. Go Green.
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, sure.
Go White, smart, yeah, very good. Good job, guys. Way to go.
You want to be a florist. Flowers and shit.
All right. Well,
Rush, I guess.
What was that movie you're talking about?
Bonabu.
What movie was he in? Police Academy. Not Beverly Hills Cop?
No, that's what.
No.
Oh.
No.
Well.
No, that was Detroit.
Yeah. So speaking of Beverly Hills Cop, we're
about
to get a documentary this year. It's the documentary will be called Eddie, and will chronicle his meteoric rise from teen comic phenom to Saturday Night Live breakout, and it's going to be on Netflix later this year. And
Dave Chappelle reprised his role as Rick James.
Yeah, I don't know
in the documentary. In the flashbacks action, no.
I don't know. I mean, he's involved. He's going to talk. He's going to talk about. He's going to show you.
We need some reenactment scenes in the
I don't know.
Hey, hold on. I love Eddie Murphy. Like I'll watch the Crumbs or whatever the shit is. I'll watch it. I watch Norton. I'll watch it all. The one thing I do not want is a documentary about Eddie Murphy. With Eddie Murphy in it. I don't want it. Let him die first, please. I do not want this.
Well, he's getting a Netflix bag though.
Huh?
He's getting a bag from Netflix. What?
Yeah, but what is this documentary about? Like, the SNL stuff. Okay, we know.
No, we know but Eddie. But okay, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Now, if it was, what's my man's name out of Brooklyn? The dude that got hit by the Walmart bus. I saw him right after he got hit too. Who's that guy? You know who I'm talking about?
What?
The comedian that got hit by the Walmart bus got rich off of it.
Oh, Tracy Morgan.
Second show, Tracy Morgan. Yeah. If it was Tracy Morgan doing this, and I love Tracy Morgan too. Like I listen to all their stuff. Like I like him. I think they're both great. But Tracy Morgan,
Walmart bus?
Walmart truck, yeah. Yeah, dude. I saw him. You know what? I went. It was like his second or third show back after he had won the lawsuit. He was still limping around. I saw him at the Windsor Casino. We had like third row tickets. We were sitting, some old people behind us were like, "What are you doing here? Did you know what this was?" They're like, "No, we get free tickets for gambling, so we came and saw it." They go, "He's a bit crude." We go, "Wait, what did you think he was going to be?" They're like, "We don't know. We just came to see it." And I was like, "Oh, you picked the wrong one." But my point with it is like, him talking about himself, he has a comedic. He'll comedically tell stories, or he will shoot on himself every once in a while and take stuff in stride. Eddie Murphy does not do that. Eddie Murphy
we're gonna
Eddie
get like
Murphy on stage. Yeah.
No, we're gonna
remember Jordan when his eyes are bleeding. Yeah.
It's going to be about his production of his solo music career of My Girl Likes to Party All the Time.
It was a lot better. Hey, I had that solo career. It was a lot better. But what happened was I didn't put it out at the right time. If I just would have done it with Michael Jackson, it would have been better. That's how he talks when he's not doing the comedy shit. When you don't got the Wayne brothers, Keenan and Ivory helping him get fucking down the stage, that's the shit he does. Like, if you've ever heard him or talked to him before, he's not fucking Axel Foley all the time. It is an act. Like, and he does a damn good job at acting. But he's kind of boring as shit in real life. Like, boring as shit. I mean, the transsexual thing or whatever, I don't know.
Take it or leave it on when this comes out?
We probably, I don't know if I'm going to, I don't even know if I'm going to watch. I just don't want, I like him so much. Like, dude, you got to remember, like, he was so good. Like, when we used to rent VHSs from the library, and our first con ever was we switched Raw into like something stupid that was not Raw because we were way too young to watch it. Slipped it in there, so they were. I mean, I was like, whatever I was too young.
Never-ending Story.
Well, no, this is where Eddie Murphy fucked us up. We put it in, whoop, and he tells that kid joke, and my parents hadn't left the house yet. And then they go, nope, and they took it out because he's doing the shitting and pissing on everybody. Yeah. So, but great. I mean, so like he was the first VHS that I ever watched, like the first stand-up where I saw, before I even knew who Richard Pryor was, I saw him. Like I saw Richard Pryor, but it was all edited stuff. And I had heard like, oh, this is Richard Pryor. It's like, dude. So I was like, cool, we're going to do it. Well, it's rated R. We're going to do it anyways. We slipped it in there, screwed the library over, did that. Yeah. So like, I love the man, but like, I'm telling you, you don't want to see him talk about himself. It is not good. Like some people just aren't good about that.
When you're a kid, Richard Pryor at that time was Superman 3 Richard Pryor. He was the toy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, well, still, but you know, you go back and you see him with Gene Hackman.
Oh, I know what I'm saying. You got to go back though.
WGN would play that stuff all the time. Yeah, but WGN would play that stuff all the time. So, but yeah, no, I mean, like it's just not. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, we saw him at Beverly Hills Cop. We thought he was the shit. And so we're doing it. But like, he's not good. It's not going to be good. It's going to be like Michael Jordan with the red eyes going like, huh?
When this documentary comes out, we'll watch Raw and just review that.
Yeah, that's cool. We'll watch Raw.
Yeah, I'm good with that. That's a plan.
We'll need Raw.
I'm down with that.
I don't know if your library still has it, but I'm sure we can stream it somewhere.
I've got it in every format.
I just got it.
Me and my brothers give each other it's a joke because we give each other it as a gift. So like whenever we find it in a new format, we Christmas give it to the other brothers.
Yeah, see, I don't even need it. Like what bit you want? Keep it appropriate though, because
I don't need it out of you. You're probably just not as good as him. I don't want to hear it out. I don't want to hear Pete's rendition.
Oh no. There's no way I'm as good as him. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, so don't ruin it.
I got the routine.
All right.
All right, it's okay. Let's talk about some other Netflix stuff. Netflix gave us a first. Well, I don't know if Netflix officially gave it to us, but we were bestowed with the first image of Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. This is Oscar Isaac playing.
Sure, they're not just remaking a Tim Burton movie of some kind here, because that's what I'm saying.
No, Guillermo del Toro really wanted to make Frankenstein.
Like the Demon
of
the Barber.
What was that? It's been on his bucket list for years and years, and then he made a deal with Netflix to make movies for Netflix.
Yes,
and now this is one of the things that he wanted to do, so they're letting him do. So the movie arrives to Netflix in November, and go Oscar Isaac.
This will be a take it or leave it. I'm okay with watching this.
Well, in November we'll check this out and we'll talk about it. I'll watch this as well. This looks interesting.
This. Well, we already got an abbreviated bit of it in Creature Commandos.
That was good.
We already got that.
Yeah. And then in other Netflix news, One Piece season 2 has wrapped production.
So Bill, where the hell did I get Fleet Street from?
if you, I don't know, if you are a fan of the One Piece season 1,
it was good. I liked it.
I still got to finish.
Oh,
it.
you did? Okay. I have not seen it at all. I did not have Netflix when this came out, but I do now, and I probably won't go back and watch it.
It was pretty good. But what I saw, I was watching it with my son, and then getting him to sit down and watch something with me is a different story. So.
And now you watch it by yourself?
I'm gonna have to at this point. It's been sitting and waiting until we get back to it.
Gotcha.
What was that? Right. There was a movie when we were younger that had like some weird guy on a voyage. And
Sinbad?
You had it. You would like no, it wasn't.
Man,
Sinbad.
you funnier than
I'm
Sinbad.
not gonna do this. No,
Sinbad was
no,
awesome.
it was like a white dude. It was like against an English guy, and he was a pirate, but he wasn't. He took this guy on the thing, and he had to fight all these different people when he was going on the trip. Somebody's gonna know it. Stick's probably gonna grab it.
Wait, English guy?
It reminded me a lot about this. Yeah, it was like Baron von Schnugengager or something like that. It had some weird name.
Baron von Munchausen.
Is that what it was called? Let me look it up.
I think so.
Where he'd go on these adventures, and they were like just wild. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we saw the anime of this. That shit's just wild.
Baron von Munchausen.
Yes, that's it. Mm-hmm. Yep. The Adventures of Baron von Munchausen. Right. Yeah. Very similar style, I think. But this is a newer version of that. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. So I liked it. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Justin. The Adventures. See, so it's
all right. I mean, it's like I said, it's kind of wonky, kind of crazy.
Campy. Yeah. Kind of wonky.
Definitely campy is a good word for it.
Yeah. Not terrible. Oh wow!
Well,
okay. Slow down.
All right,
and then
back to the old JJ.
Hey, okay, Mr. Anime. Okay, well, for the non-anime people, it's fine.
All right, let's talk about some comic news, as there was definitely a bit of comics news this week. We can start off right off the bat with an interesting bit of news. Massive Publications publisher, the publisher known as Massive, is heading to lunar distribution.
And that's
not a surprise. Used to be Whatnot Publication, but I think they've kind of splintered off, and now Massive is separate. But I'm not 100%.
The name is probably better. Have a different name.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not called that. Yeah, I'm glad they got a new name. So, the fact that they're going to lunar is not that big of a surprise if you've been following any comic news at all.
JJ, we know, JJ, we know.
Well, there's no.
However, the thing that is kind of a big deal is they're making something called Massive Indies. It's a sub-distribution, from what I understand, a sub-distribution umbrella that they are going to allow people who are not able to get their own deal with Lunar to be able to publish under this umbrella, so they can get stuff published
under them. So they're okay.
So they're prioritizing.
Yeah, see, that was something we were asking about. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to prioritize publishers that are affected by, the Diamond News, and they can't. The smaller publishers, maybe I don't know, like maybe Titan, maybe some more independent
Scouts,
smaller publishers.
Mad Caves. Well, no, Scouts already with somebody.
I think Scouts already with Lunar. They've been with Lunar for a while, but like smaller than that, even
Yeah, Black Moon and Antarctic.
And Antarctic, yeah, that's what I was thinking of as well. So, I mean, is Massive doing a good thing here? We'll see. I mean, it sounds like they're doing a good thing. The press release made it sound like they were doing a good thing, but they said the thing is that they will not take any. They're not going to take the rights away from the creators. The creators still have their rights to be able to keep their characters and their whatever.
So is this hold
keep
on.
the rights, but we're gonna take a cut.
Yeah,
now.
The cut is what.
Hold on though. But hold on, is this like NWA? Where it's like you're all in the same title because you're all these small regional things, and you just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that.
I mean, if it's like that, I get it because like you're gonna. Because Massive probably couldn't do it by themselves. There's a bunch of other people who probably could do it by themselves. We know what the deals were getting marked out for some of these things and what the minimums were. They have to have something going on there. So it's not a bad idea if all the small ones get together and the Massive's just the first one to say, hey, we're gonna put our name on this and everybody jump aboard.
Yeah, we'll handle the bookkeeping or whatever. You know what I mean?
Massive probably has the money to do it too.
That is true.
Some of the other publishers don't have that money.
That is also true. Good point, Dub.
Dynamite has not said anything. You know, like that's actually I had a conversation about Dynamite today, and they have not said anything. They have not declared, or they have not said they're leaving because they signed an exclusive with Diamond a while ago, right? They were going to be with Diamond.
So how are they going to break the contract? Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, so I don't know if they can't break it yet or whatever they're waiting on.
But break it probably.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the things that I actually had a conversation about today.
Maybe that's why there are so many goddamn Silverhawks covers.
No, yeah, because it's probably a minimum order thing. They probably have a minimum order thing going on with Diamond. I wonder if they switch over, that's gonna cut the fucking 50 covers.
Yeah, the 1 in 7 and the 1 in 23 and the 1 in 27 covers.
Yeah. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, Q.
Double Z.
It's like cover AD. They run out of alphabet letters. They got so many damn covers.
Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye on this massive story and see how big it actually gets.
Yeah, sure.
All right,
we'll see. We'll see. Crickets. Oh, Dark Horse.
Oh, Dark Horse.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say anything because the last couple times I said stuff, it happened, and I don't want. I'm really just not trying to give people bad mojo. You know what I mean? Like, I hope this is going to turn out better than what it looks like it's doing.
Yeah, you're not going to get a nice pat on the back because you're right. Something goes down.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
What are you going to do? You're going to take a victory lap?
Yeah, this isn't like.
It's not good.
I told you this was going to happen. Yeah. We told you 3 weeks ago. Fucking everybody's going to lose their jobs.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's
on February 3rd.
Speaking
Dark
of
Horse
problem places that we've told you.
Yeah. So if you've been watching the Star Wars show on Sunday nights with any type of regularity,
don't give us credit for this shit. I don't want. This is what I'm telling you. This isn't it.
You know that Star Wars books have not been showing up from Dark Horse. The Adventures books have not been showing up when they're supposed to. So that's
with what they have been putting out has been a mess.
Well, that as well. So on February 3rd, Dark Horse made the difficult but necessary decision to reduce staff. So they basically had that merger, or they got bought out by that that company whose name I can't remember.
Too much stuff.
Yeah. And they lost licenses, and like
it is
every week there's 2 new number 1s out of Dark Horse. Like every week when I do on Wednesday watch
only
list,
got like 10 titles
out of Dark Horse, like every week.
Right, but they only got 10 titles.
Yeah, so it's
I don't. That's why they're fucked. That's why they're screwed. It's sad. It's sad because this is how you kill a comic book company.
Yeah, I mean, they got bought out by the big company that focused on video games, and it's a video game company and a board game company, and comics was only a small part of the whole thing.
Are you talking about Asmodee?
Yeah,
are you talking about Asmodee?
Asmodee is part of the company too.
Oh yeah, I mean, this
Asmodee is only one part of the company.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. I can't remember the name. It starts with an E, like Endeavor. Something like that.
Yeah,
is the name.
That's right. Yeah, they do have a ton of debt. We talked about WWE.
Right. So
there was
it's
America. Maybe Massive could change their name to Dark Horse Comics when they just buy the logo.
Why? Yeah, maybe, but why would they spend?
But then you just have everybody underneath. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm under Dark Horse.
Then you don't need to call yourself Massive. Massive's terrible. What?
No, well, Dark Horse is a better name than that.
Yeah. No, I'm saying Dark Horse is a good name.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that's going to be worth.
Oh well, now we know. Well, this is why. This is why Dark Horse went out of business.
Yeah. Thanks,
BK. Yeah. So
because they took on the
BK's fault. It's BK's fault.
No, I mean, it's just. I mean, they've been running this thing around for like 2 years straight. So good luck.
Yeah. Now you're right. I mean, Massive does. It sounds like a Liefeld company. We're awesome.
No, every time you say it, it's like Massive what? Shit. You got to take a massive shit. Like, that's what I think of. Massive dope. Sorry.
What was it? Maximum Press. That was another Liefeld one. Maximum.
Maximum.
Awesome.
Extreme.
No, Extreme. I do. Hey, hold on.
It was like a Mountain Dew.
I do like Dark Horse. But the Dark Horse we've seen in the last year and a half is not the Dark Horse we remember. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes you're like, oh man, I used to look up with this chick. She's so hot. And then you go see what she really looks like. She ain't that hot. She wasn't that hot ever, but she definitely ain't that hot.
Yeah, well, sometimes I'm just saying, Dark Horse back in the day, they used to have like the RoboCops and the Terminators and the Aliens. Those things were all gone. Predator.
All of it,
yeah, all gone. I mean, they
all that City goes in. Dark Horse Presents. All those Dark Horse Presents stuff gone.
Yeah,
gone.
They still got Hellboy though. They still got Hellboy.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. In other comic news, Valiant Beyond, the launch has been officially postponed. Again, the situation is not beneficial. The situation of the world is not beneficial to Valiant in some way.
I'm just gonna say it. We don't need these anymore.
No, I don't.
These were great in the night for a time. This was fun, but we can stop now. We can stop. Do not resuscitate the Valiant universe again. let's
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you.
Right now.
Hold on though. I'll be honest. Unless you're somehow gonna give it back to Dinesh to run for free, because he did a hell like what he did over there. I think anybody can say. I mean, I have to say it all the time too. Like that's one of the reasons like it sold a lot of Valiant books for me, and it revived Valiant for a while. It did,
yeah, it did. You had the original run, and then it went to Acclaim, and then it kind of died off on the Vine, and then it it got a resurgence.
Dinesh brought it back, but after Dinesh did his own thing, you might as well get rid of it. I mean, goodbye, dude. It's done. Yeah, it's done.
Well, it's a
start printing trade paperbacks.
Oh, there we go.
Postponed indefinitely. So
I see that 11. Chapter 11 starting already.
Already? Jesus.
Well, I mean, the diamond stuff has probably hurt it.
Oh, maybe.
All right.
Also, the fact that they decided to do the dynamite model and say, hey, let's do 3 covers, and then we'll do 3 extra covers that are the exact same thing, but we just you don't need 6 covers for every Valiant book.
No.
You don't.
Yeah, I mean, you say what you want about Dinesh, but he got the gimmicks and he got which ones to lay and when to do it. You know what I mean? And
that was different. That was
he
different.
Gives those like super. That's what I'm telling you. Like, and then people just see it. Yeah, people see it. They think it's not the same. What you're doing and what he did is not the same thing, dude. It's just not.
Right. No. Again, that's the other thing. The incentive market at that time was it. Like, it's all anybody cared about was they wanted one.
But it wasn't just incentives. He was doing like weird stuff where, like, if you showed up to kind of what they do over there with Bad Idea, but like if you showed up at a con, he'd have the artist that you like there. They would hand you like an exclusive 1 in 100 different version, like foiled throwback or whatever. It was kind of like when you like people forget with Valiant, there's a bunch of like mail-in shit. There's a bunch of that gimmicky shit, the black cover, the gold foil cover,
the old school stuff.
And all those things. He nostalgically would do those, but he wouldn't overdo it. They would do it like in his era. They would do it in certain segs, and yeah, that was it.
What is all this?
So IDW, this is IDW related. Dark Spaces Dungeon is supposedly being adapted into a movie. The miniseries is by Scott Snyder and Hayden Sherman. It was released in 2023. There's been some talk of whether or not IDW is financially sound. And they put out an investors report saying, oh yeah, we're doing good. We even have 4 projects in the works. 3 of them are going to be TV series and 1 is going to be a movie. This information was not presented anywhere else except for this investors report. So I don't know what the future of IDW is, but they are working with people. This means optioned? I don't know, but they said it's being adapted into a movie. The Dark Dungeon was a sequel through. They are through.
Well, all I know is my buddy on the Brutal Nature cover needs a longer loincloth because his junk's just going to be swinging in the wind with that. Like that.
I don't think he has junk. That's why he's just saying it.
Yeah. So all 3 of those, the Kill Lock, the Brutal Nature, Delicacy, are supposed to be TV shows, and that Dark Spaces Dungeon, which There was a previous series called Dark Spaces Wildfire that got kind of hot for a minute in early 2023, and then it's kind of fizzled out. So I think that was probably on some Hot 10 list a while back as well. That Wildfire one.
I think they did some. I think they did some fun covers, or there was an interesting cover here or there on that one.
I agree. Yeah, it came out hot. I think there's a low take cover for
right.
that too. That's why I know about it. So
yeah, that sounds right.
All right, and then Marvel Comics has canceled Spirits of Violence. So today was Spirits of Vengeance number 6, I believe. And in that, there's an ad that says Spirits of continued in Spirits of Violence, but now the March 5th release has been canceled. So it's supposed to be a month away, and we don't know exactly why. Well, the book came out today. The number 6 came out today of Spirits of Vengeance.
Oh, I got what you
mean. Yeah, it's supposed to start up next month.
Yeah. Right. Continued.
I was going to say, because I know Spirits of Vengeance. I was like, no, that's a mini. It's wrapping up. Okay, so yeah.
So the next mini got canceled. So
yeah, I did not read the final issue of this one yet. I got you.
I think they put a bunch of spoilers in there, something to do with the amulet and where it goes, and I don't know. Yeah.
I don't want to know where their amulet goes, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't loving this run. It was.
That's probably why they canceled the next one. I'm sure it didn't do very well.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is indeed. And this is Godzilla versus X-Men.
Oh,
so
yes.
This is Godzilla versus X-Men 1. And art by Emilio Laiso. On sale May 14th.
You say no.
The first cover, I don't like it. Second cover's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Third cover, hey, let's just throw some X-Men in front of Godzilla. The fourth cover's probably my favorite. Yeah. 2 and 4. I mean, at least like things are in scale in the second one, and you got Cityscape, you got Wolverine. Like the first one, like it's hey, let's just put Godzilla behind them. Like it doesn't even feel like they're connected in any way.
Just random Godzilla.
Yeah, and then the third one is just hey, big Godzilla, throw some X-Men in front of them that are not to scale either.
Like a plastic overlay.
Yeah, Godzilla's a goddamn kaiju. Like
you got it, Marv. I like Godzilla. I'm torn on that one though, Marv, because I love Godzilla.
Yeah, because Godzilla. I was gonna ask.
Kind of got you. So how do I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to check it out and see how it goes.
I do love my Godzilla.
I do love Godzilla.
I like both.
What's with the Nickelodeon slime splash behind the logo title though? I don't like that. That orange. Yeah. I don't like the orange.
Oh yeah, I don't know why that's there.
If it was like
the same too.
If it was red, give me a Rising Sun red. Okay, you got my attention. But what's with the orange? The orange and the yellow just reads Nickelodeon. Like it's an episode of Rugrats. Like it's Tommy Pickles. Oh no, he's fighting a giant dinosaur.
All right, let's talk about the Marvel's Rivals variant covers that are coming in March. I believe we got some of these already, some Marvel Rivals covers, and they flew off the shelves, allegedly, is what I've
did, because people weren't expecting it. Please, everyone out there, people are expecting these ones. Do not overdo it.
It doesn't.
What Pete means is don't think that you're going to be able to buy 20 copies of this and turn
these
them
are not going to come out of the gate $25 a pop like the last run. The reason that happened is because nobody expected anyone to care. And then they did. These will be ordered appropriately.
They were ordered heavily, and they'll probably be sitting on shelves for months after they come out.
Just
probably.
Nice PSA. People aren't going to listen. They're still going to do the same thing that they always do.
I still got to try this. I got to go back to this. I got to try this game again.
Yeah, they keep dropping new content or new characters for it, or no? Yeah, so I don't know.
Did you guys see some of the IG posters like Fantastic Four? They're already adapting Marvel Rivals characters into movies.
Ridiculous.
Oh yeah, what was the one that they said? Galactus. They're like,
and
or at Galactus. They're like, look, they used the guy.
The guy from the movie.
Go ahead. Yeah, the guy from the Rivals game. Look at that.
Yeah, look, they
So this was an interesting concept for covers. So these are kind of connecting covers for Manhunt. What?
They call these connecting.
Well, I mean,
they don't connect. These are individual covers. Otherwise, they would not have the height that usual suspects
on each one. Yeah, that's fair.
Like they don't connect. These are individual.
Technically, they're not connecting. Yeah, but these are all done by Phil Noto. Art's decent. So if you want to know how tall your favorite X-Men is next to other X-Men, then this is
Scott Summers is a bitch that wears fucking things in his heels, and he's still not 6'1", 6'2", 6'5". Was he have at 6'5"?
No, they're giving he's definitely like 6'3", 6'4". Look at that. Yeah, because he's almost at 6'.
No, because a half marker. There's a half marker there. His head's above the half marker.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. So he's like 6'4". Yeah, they're giving him like 6'4".
6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, they're giving Havoc by like not. 6. No, we're only giving Havoc like 6'1". Like Cyclops.
Yeah, and Nightcrawler. What's up with Nightcrawler? He's not even touching the ground.
Yeah, Nightcrawler. That's a yes. And he's hunched over. So
yeah.
And they got little Wolverine there, who's shorter than Magic.
Magic. Yeah, how is Wolverine shorter than Magic?
It's Magic.
That doesn't even make sense.
The whole
Charles Xavier standing because he ain't got legs.
What? He's just standing straight up.
You know he can stand now.
Yeah, he can stand now. I know that's stupid. Take the helmet off, dude. You streak.
He wears that hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally wears that hat, so that means he can stand.
Yeah, I don't need this.
I mean, I don't know, dude. You know what would have been cooler is if you would have been cooler is if they did it as sketch covers.
Sketch covers?
Yeah, I'm with our trial.
Yeah, like
I think if they would have actually
just did like
connecting. Zooming in a little bit more.
Yeah, but dude, but like if you do the height thing and just sketch cover, then people could just draw whatever they think the height of a character is. I think that would be kind of cool. Well, whatever. This is stupid.
You draw your own Cyclops next.
Draw your own. What if they gave you a blank cover with just the lines on it, and then you could do it that way?
Yeah, but it'd say like X-Men. Yeah, just lines. But I think one would say X-Men. Get rid of the numbers. Just have it say X-Men or Mega.
No, you want to know what? You want to know what's weird to me? Here's what's weird to me. Look at Cyclops' waist. His waist is at the same point that Wolverine's waist is, but his top half goes 6'4", where Wolverine's top half only goes
poorly drawn.
Poorly. But their belt lines are in the same spot.
Well, maybe Wolverine's hunched over, like
No.
I mean, the same guy drew them all, so I don't know.
Well, it's kind of the same thing with X Factor. Their legs are exactly the exact same height, yet
Cyclops' bottom half is way tinier than his top half.
I think Noto is
but look, they did opposite on X Factor. Look at Havoc's top half compared to what's her name's top half.
Yeah.
So then they just made her shorter because they're actually the same height till it gets to the top half, and then somehow if you eat too many cheeseburgers, you grow. Yeah.
100% agree, Barlord. Preach.
Barlord, don't get him started.
Leave my X-Men alone. Can we cut these down, though?
I don't know. Like, yeah. They had
to
cancel some shows. Their music career is not going so well, so they had to do something else.
Oh, my God.
Come
on, next. Let's go.
With that,
this is Dub's favorite thing. He just gets to hate on X-Men.
For a week. It's the chat.
Yeah, dude, stop that nonsense.
Hey, he was in the Wolverine movie.
They get laid. Know how to use them.
Even our trial agrees with Barlord. The chat's got my back today. I'm sorry.
Those weren't great. And I was just saying, Noto is underrated. And then I saw those.
All right. No. All right. Yeah, you aren't anymore. Let's get to take it or leave it, guys.
All right. Let me run the thing. Where is it? It's up here somewhere. And then we can get into our reviews. All right. Well, we'll start off with, we'll call this a BK pick because he did suggest it, but it was already on my pull list anyway, so I was already going to get this. So
okay,
let's go with the regular Batman title to start. Batman versus Commander Star.
Wait, isn't Commander Star, what's his name? KGB?
Well, KGB doesn't make it. Not to ruin things. I'm.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not 100% in right now on this run. It's all right. This is crooked. It's crooked.
It's hey, listen. It's better than Ultimate Batman, but it ain't good. Cook it down.
Crooked down, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
it definitely wasn't the best DC book this week. It definitely. Okay, here's the thing. It wasn't. I don't want to read it.
Yeah.
Like I read it going, why am I reading this? I don't want to read this.
I kind of felt that way too.
Sometimes you read stuff for the show, and I'm just like, it didn't make me want. But here's the thing about take it or leave it. Sometimes it's like, are you going to pick up the next book? No. Because just as I read this book, there's a book, and maybe it's because the book that I read before this was just that much better, but it was a DC book that, spoiler alert, DC book I read before this. Or wait, I read it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to say, because you know what? This book, I had it even on my watch list. I had it on the fence. Like, I don't know if I'm going to continue to get it or not. I was liking it, but I don't know if I'm loving it. I wasn't sure if I was up to date. I was up to date. I was through 3 issues, and I am enjoying this. And I read this issue. I'm liking this.
Batgirl 2 thumbs up. Good. This shit's great, man. It's good. This shit's good. This shit's good. It's good. You should be reading this. You should be reading this series. This is really good. Very good. Take it. I mean, that's I'm not even going to tell you.
You want to buy Batman or Batgirl? If it's one or the other, I'm going Batgirl this week.
I'm not this week, every single week, because this is probably DC's best book at this point by far. It's like Batgirl's up here, and then I don't even know what you put right under. Anything else is right under it. Any of those other titles that we've been reading that are pretty decent are underneath it. You know, Nightwing and all the other stuff that we think is usually pretty good. The Swamp Thing,
that's all good. But even outside of like the Bat universe, because Barlord put me on to, he said, read the current Green Arrow stuff, and actually the current Green Arrow stuff ain't bad. I got to catch up because I hadn't been getting it, but he had said the current run was good, and I checked out like the last issue. The Green Arrow
the next one,
sure. So go.
But this is a superior comic right now. It's superior. This is a very good comic right now.
It is.
BK Wonder Woman ain't got shit on Batgirl.
The absolute corner, yes. Wonder Woman is the best absolute book in my opinion.
But overall, it's still not anywhere considered back. No, Batgirl shit is crazy.
Batgirl book is it's solid.
So good, dude. So good. Like everything in it's good. It makes sense. The art makes like the writing makes sense. The fights make sense. The action makes sense. What happens in the book makes sense. There's no going back. Batman, I went back and read like 3 or 4 pages over again. It seems like you do that a lot with DC. Like you said, like, wait, did I miss something?
It's all right.
That was Batgirl.
It's not terrible. It's just I feel like sometimes they're just forcing things. Like, oh look, we got the Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
Like it just kind of feels like we're forcing.
Batgirl flows so good, man. It's so good. Did you read this, Dub?
Yes, thumbs up. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Look at that. We got all 3 on board on this one.
Yeah. If you want to read a DC book,
this is the guy. I very rarely look back to see who wrote something. Then I did this guy. This is the guy that did he helped out. Was something killing children or Slaughterhouse or something? Whatever it was. I read. What the heck did he do? He did something.
I don't know.
Oh, we should get him on. This guy's actually really good. He
writer? We don't go for writer.
Brumball?
Yeah.
Brumball?
Is that the guy's name?
We don't get writers very often.
Yeah.
My buddy.
No, I know, but
he used to get some writers. Like we had Phil Kennedy Johnson. It's a good dude. We got some writers.
Well, we usually get the combo of the writer-artist guys, but
Tate Brumball is his name.
Yeah, Tate Brumball. That's him.
From Canada. Yeah. Canadian comic book and TV writer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're right. There's something else he wrote. He wrote with Tinian. What was the Tinian thing? Was Tinian is that
Tinian something is killing the children and House
he did House of Slaughter. He did Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos. But Green Lantern he did.
Okay. House of Slaughter is the one you're talking about. Yeah, House of Slaughter. Yeah.
I never got into House of Slaughter, but it's not that I didn't try. I never really tried, so I don't know that one. But this next book is the one I did not read this week, so I will abstain. I thought I read everything, but then I realized once I saw this, like, shit, I forgot to go back and read the Power Man book. So I can't speak.
You didn't miss anything.
I kind of figured I wasn't.
You didn't miss a thing. This is horrible.
The Timeless book didn't make a lot of sense. They just kept throwing things at you. Guess what else he has?
Don't buy any of these.
Spirit of Vengeance. What else? I don't know. It's the
fucking, dude, hold on. No, you get this, right? Like, spoiler alert, not spoiler because it's a piece of shit, don't buy it. He gets all those powers. He somehow turns into Hulk at one point. And he's got the Iron Fist hand, and I can't remember the rest. Oh, this was a pain in the... Hey, listen, if I had to read one of the books...
Beard, though.
This is a full thumbs down. Full thumbs down. Full thumbs down.
Yeah, I didn't really have a lot of interest in this, but I did forget to read this.
The only redeeming thing about this was art by Bernard Chang. And
Inside.
I'm not a huge interior art.
Not the cover here, because
no, not the cover. No.
Some of these faces are
art. But that being said, like, I mean, I couldn't follow. There was the guy from Tron in here for a minute. Like, people got split in half for a minute. Like, I don't even know what I was reading. And
Tron?
It looks like a Tron guy in there. It's like all glowing blue.
Oh, I'm not disputing what you're saying. I'm shocked.
No, they didn't even try to polish this turd.
I would definitely, I agree. This is a thumbs down. Pete, you don't need to waste your time, Pete. If you want to read it for some type of, I don't even know, posterity reason.
Hey, if you're one of those people, if you are one of those people that like to get kicked in the nuts, read this. You enjoy it.
Cool. All right, moving on. You know what? It kind of felt like this might have felt like, well, we need something for Marvel's end, like, because they do have a Black History Month cover for this. Like, hey, we need a title that we can put some Black History stuff on. Maybe they just kind of forced this title into production because it kind of paled in comparison to Bronze Faces. I mean, well, they got Luke Cage. I mean, they could have done a regular Luke Cage, but they didn't do a regular Luke Cage. This, yeah, wasn't bad. It was pretty dense. There was a lot to read here. Like this, there was a lot going on.
I
didn't get this one.
I'm gonna pass on this book.
Yeah,
it didn't make sense. It's hard to care about the characters.
I'm just crooked. I didn't love it because, again, I didn't realize.
I don't want to give away the plot.
Well, also, when we get to like the retro reviews, like the way that comics are written today are completely different than where they were. And it's just, like I said, this one felt like it was a lot of words. So I felt a little worn down.
It wasn't just that, but it was just like, it wasn't just a lot of words. It was a lot in the book for like no payoff. Like, still, even at the end, it's like,
well, it's just the first issue. I mean, the first issue is all set up. First issue is always set up, but that's what I mean.
It should, but it shouldn't be a fucking chore. This was a chore. And by the way, they put so much into this first book, they could have moved it along. Like, I don't want to spoil the book.
Okay.
I'm surprised you can give it a cookie. Down? Yeah, I hate to give it a full down, but I don't know who wrote this, but I'm probably not going to read anything else by this person because it was not good.
All right.
They did the thing where they started off with one scene and then 50 pages later got back to that scene, which was exactly what you thought it was. It didn't need all that fucking expose on that. And then for the end to be just fucking a fart underneath a blanket that's soaking wet with shit didn't really need to happen. So,
oh, that's a bit extreme. But it did. It was a lot of buildup for not.
We can sell this. No, we can't. Yes, we can. Oh, but it can help. But no, I'd rather get a. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
We normally don't do this and do back-to-back reviews. We reviewed the first issue, but I just told Mark, I was like, I'm going to read the second issue.
Yeah, I'm reading it anyways. Yeah, as soon as you said it, you didn't even have to say anything because I read it already. I'm reading this
because I kind of wanted to. And
I'm like, done. Dude, they're loving what they're doing at EC right now. Love it. Love it. All the stories that they did in here. Actually, this one too. By the way, I think it was 3 home runs on the stories.
Weren't there 4?
4 home runs on the stories.
I don't know if they're all home runs, but they were all solid. Like there was no like definitive.
The weaker of the one, the weaker of the one.
The chess one.
Oh, the which one?
Well, no, wait. Was it the chess?
No,
one?
the king which one?
No, because that picked up near the end.
That's what, but that was just 2 form of EC. The first story started off, and you're like, "Holy shit, this is pre-code horror EC." It had that note. Then the second one, you're like,
the first one, yeah. The first one.
The third story or whatever, you're like, got it. Okay, like not the best thing you've ever seen before, but mid-level silver, gold age, silver age EC, mid-level, and then the rest were just mid to high level stuff. Man, it was.
I'm just mad they reused the cruel. That's all.
No, I think you're an idiot.
Why? Like, don't you think that's kind of dumb?
No. I didn't know because I like it. I don't care. I don't care it's that much on the outside.
No. I'm saying like Cruel Kingdom, but what's the space one?
It's
something else. That's all I'm saying is that they reused the same word. That's my only problem. Like, couldn't you make
the
titles more unique?
Astonishing.
Fair enough, I guess. Fair enough.
No, love it.
Don't let the title take away from you. I also
amazing.
really like the cover A. I really like this cover too. With
this is the problem that okay, hold on. If we're gonna do that though, I do have a little bit of a problem with the cover, and it's the one thing I've never liked about this style of EC. Just take the header, shrink it. Like great background there. Just shrink the header a little bit.
I'm fine. I'm actually fine with that.
Just another quarter of an inch.
2 things in my mind. It becomes 2 things when it's like this is the title, then we get the picture.
Yeah, but it's like a half-page title, man.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to get more of that widescreen effect than the tall.
I don't fucking know, man. Okay, I mean,
like the tall, you got to zoom in on a character. This gives you more of that landscape kind of vibe.
Hey guys, like we said about Batgirl, if you're not reading Batgirl and you're not reading this, I don't know what you're reading. Go ahead, Dub.
So, the biggest complaint we have about this book is the size of the trade dress on the cover.
Absolutely.
That's Marco's complaint.
That's what I'm telling you.
My complaint is
that's what I'm telling you.
We use the same adjective as another title.
That's his stupid shit.
So if those are the things that we're hearing about the book, then the book is a solid home run. I read a little bit of this. I didn't read the whole thing. I wish I had time to finish it. The art in the second story, it was like a painted, like I don't know.
Yeah,
like it's about the witches.
Yeah,
I thought that art was fantastic. The first art, the first story,
right, the witch one.
That's what I'm saying. The witch one. Yeah,
the witch one. But I liked that art. It was cool because it was you knew it was a different story.
See, that was mid-level. That was mid-level storytelling. A+ art. That's what. But that reminds you of EC, like
EC stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That first story, like when it started out, and I mean, you got like that was like. I mean, it was like Game of Thrones on steroids. Like it was.
It's
EC
crazy. Goodness. Awesome. That's EC so good. That's what you remember of pre-code, like really, of EC. Really... That's it.
Yeah. No, it was a good self-contained little story.
100%. This is fantastic.
This is boner material, dude. It's good.
Well,
I don't know about all that, but with that said, these are our new releases that we covered so far. So we are going to get into the old stuff.
A little short this week. Some stuff didn't get there. We didn't want to, whatever, for people that didn't get their diamonds in. So
we kept that tighter. So we actually have a little extra for you in this chunk. So let's get to our retros. We got 3 for you here in the retro reviews. But we'll start with the trailer stuff. You want to start with the trailer stuff?
Sure.
This is what I'm talking about. After reading like modern comics and then going back and actually reading Fantastic Four number 13, it's like I read a trade paperback in one book. Like,
well, because they used to break it down.
By today's model, this was 5 issues packed like into one.
Well, because what they really did was, and while I was reading this, I was remembering, like, Yeah, no shit. It's just like when they did the extra package on the back end of some of these. It was because there's for kids to read, and it was chapters.
Yeah,
like you would give a kid.
They chaptered it out. That today now would be issues.
Beginning a beginner chapter book, and it was pretty. The only part, there is some corniness to this, right?
Oh, of
and
course.
like the shoving him in a bottle and all that type of nonsense, and it is very wordy. But when you think about it, like a kid's gonna pick it up. It's not so wordy if it's one chapter and then they stop and put it down. Or this is why sometimes you see, like, if you buy books like this, you'll see that sometimes, like, there's on one of the chapter pages, it's the paper there is maybe a little bit more off-white than would be on the front page or the second page, or the cover presents better. But you're like, why? And it's a very easy reason why. If you buy these books raw, like if you've bought them in collections from the original owners, or from secondary owners that just store them the same way, you know that there's always books folded open that way. And why it is because they stopped at a chapter. Kids would stop at a chapter and just leave it there. And then they come back to it later and read the next chapter. And because it was just too much for them to consume a comic book all in one sitting. And
they want to get their 12 cents worth.
Now, this is where I kind of worry about what we're doing here with the Red Ghost. Are we going to get the eight people? Is that as far as we're going here with this? We're going to bring in.
Well, Marvel wanted to get there first before DC could get to their Gorilla Grodd, like in sincerity. There's like, hey, let's let the Red Ghost get there.
Yeah, so like Red Ghost, but yeah, I think if comics went back to hey, Soviets, they suck. Like, can we go back to doing that? Can we just make fun of people?
Even like the original Red Ghost design, like they try to make him look like an ape man, like with his hair. Like, hey, let's give him the bald head, just make him look like a gorilla.
I know. Can we just do that? Like, hey, guess what? We don't really have to get along with everybody. Like, we don't get along with Russia right now. We don't get along with China. Can we just make them the enemy in comic books every once in a while? I think that's okay, right? Like, let's do that again.
Well, it depends. Well, it depends on what level you're talking.
Whoa! I'm not talking. No. Hold on. Make them the angry person villain, not like. Let's not stereotype. Let's not stereotype a whole.
It's not Breakfast at Tiffany's. This situation up with her character.
Opinions stated here are belonging to
no. What I'm saying is
one person alone. I do not agree with
what I'm saying is we can make that, like, okay, hold on. Yeah, what's that stereotype? That's what I'm saying. We can make what's the guy's name over there? The guy who runs Russia right now, the oligarchy dude. Vladimir. We can make an angry
horseback rider.
Yeah, we can make a shirtless, angry horseback rider look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame and just be mad and seething at the mouth all the time and angry. I think we could do that. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean you do the Captain America thing with Japanese people. Like, there's a difference. You can do one without doing the other, right? We understand that. You can do it without being offensive. But yeah, can we go back to that? Because I think it'd be great.
Well, what's your overall call then on this book? As far as the read,
I liked it, dude. I like the arts of obviously. Well, okay, no, actually, I'm gonna give it Crooked because I will tell you.
I'm at too.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Kirby was lazy in a lot of the shit in this art. There was a lot of lazy art going on here. There's some pages where you're like, that's some bullshit. I will say some of the writing too was a little bit not the best, but
they were starting year 2.
I guess we could. Hey, guess what? You could. No matter what you do, is going to offend one or two people. So we can keep doing that.
People get offended by the things that are
everything, dude. Everything. Everybody's a fucking snowflake.
People get offended by other people getting offended.
Yeah. We're good.
But they're offended. That makes me offended.
All right, go. What's next? Still take it. It's a great cover, though. The cover is great on this book.
Well, we're going to stick with Fantastic Four, and yes, we are guessing that Teddy KGB.
Hold on, BK. You know as well as I. Well, you might not know this, so let me educate you here. What Kirby used to do, because he knew a lot
but here we go. You had to go and do it.
Well, he doesn't know anything about Kirby, so let me explain to you. What Kirby would do sometimes, because he's doing a lot of projects, is he would get lazy in it and not finish off the thing and just sketch out certain things and leave it like that. And then the people like Ditko who'd go in and just cover up and finish up, because sometimes they didn't go along with it, and sometimes their workload was heavy too, would just, leave it halfway done. This book considering you probably can't read this book, has a lot of that artwork throughout it. What's that?
House style. It's the Marvel
house style, where you just kind of lazily do shit because you want to get it done fast, not right. Okay? So a little education for you there. It's okay, BK. We understand you don't know much about comics. Thank you very much. All right, Pete, go ahead.
But sticking with Fantastic Four, we also saw our man Herbie in the trailer.
How do we know this is Herbie's first appearance?
Well, you can see it's his first appearance because it has his name right here in the corner.
Yeah.
And his picture right here.
Man.
I was just catching up. I didn't get a chance to finish reading it, so I was reading while you guys were talking about the other one. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
so here, this is what I'm kind of also worried about with Herbie. Like, if you not Herbie, I was more worried about the Red, because it does seem like there's stuff that they're going to do on that last book that they can do in the movie, which is going to be okay, but whatever. This one, yeah, it's just the forming of Herbie. It's decent. It's thumbs up. It wasn't bad. It just
giving it the full on thumbs up. I'm still crooked because, well, I mean, it is what it is. They were introducing a
maybe crooked, yeah, because the name of what Herbie stands for. Oh, hold on, crooked. Now this is why. Could you remember what Herbie stands for?
Yes, I can tell you. It's humanoid experimental robot B-type integrated electronics.
Yeah, so they wanted to spell the word Herbie, so they just threw B-type in there so they could have something for the letter fucking B.
Yeah, they just wanted to have a fun little sidekick type character.
Yeah,
because
they need to make a cartoon.
It's R2. It's the little dude in Battlestar Galactica. I'm blanking on his name for right now for some reason. We just need a little droid dude.
Ditko would ink over it sometimes there, BK. Sorry to inform you, and that book that actually happened. However, it's nice to know that you're still trying to Wikipedia shit, but you can't get it done quick enough. We understand how you were silent and Barlord put in comments there before you could get it done because you're looking stuff up in Wikipedia. However, if you actually read the books or own the books, you would know that, or if you were a scholar of comics at any point. But thank you for playing. This is once again called BK Got It Wrong. Thank you very much. All right, next book.
All right, our last book is to get to Buffy's first appearance in comic books. Before her number 1 came out, she was teased here in this annual anthology book in black and white. Dark Horse
That's why you guys
annual
put this
1998.
Oh, that makes sense now.
No, yeah, because of the Nas stuff in it. Actually, just so you be careful. This is annuals for DHP. I saw this mislabeled as the first annual, which is not. I think the first annual was 96 for DHP.
Yeah, there's a couple before this. Yeah.
So just be
not
careful.
The first one. No.
Not the first one. However, I saw that art and I was like, damn, dude. I understand why people like reading the fucking Buffy comic. I thought it was just gonna be that chick that's in the show, Michelle Gellar, but it's not. Like, the comic book has got that very 90-ish, like almost Jay Scottish type girl look to it. So I can see the feeling for it. Very clean. I know it's black and white, but very clean. No matter how many, I've bought a bunch of this. Luckily, I'm getting really lucky right now with this stuff because it's very cheap. And I figured somebody had to like it, but I never actually opened these books before, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this one is pricey. This is a pricey one, actually. Pricier than I thought it would be.
Well, I think you can find some decent copies for it. But with that being said,
I looked the last few sales. It's $40 to $60.
Yeah. But yeah, thumbs up overall on this. I thought it was really good. I think that I don't know, man.
Funny? What's funny is that the tone of this comic is the tone of the show. So if you liked reading this comic, you probably would like the show because
that's what I was saying. I was like, oh man,
the show is that's like that kind of
that's where I was like, okay, cool. That's why when you ask, like, why would I care who she's made? Because I was hoping to get into the show after, like, the new one, because I read this book and I was like, okay, oh wow, okay, this is actually all right. It's actually all right. So, yeah. No, thumbs up.
This actually, again, it's if you like the show, you're gonna like the book. It's like a little one-off story. You got Giles trying to test her and whatnot. It's Buffy. I mean, it is what it is. It's Buffy.
So this guy Luke Ross, who did the pencils for that Buffy book, he did a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say he did the Star Wars.
He did Yoda. He did Jango Fett. Yeah. He like the latest Yoda series that just came out in 2022. Like that, he did all the pencils for that. He's done a whole bunch of stuff. So
yeah,
he's still working.
That's Ron 6. I think of Ross.
Oh, that's awesome. But I did not get a chance to read this. I need to go back.
Did I borrow this too, BK? Did I borrow this too?
If you like Buffy, Dub, this is a Buffy story. That's all it is. It's you got little it's MacGuffins. That's what they are. She's facing some MacGuffins.
I never really got into Buffy, but I will definitely read it. And
I thought it was good. Yeah, I might actually read the series. I got some of those the season treasury books that I've been trying to sell. Now I think I'm just going to keep them and read them. They're still in the plastic, but those actually go for a decent amount.
Give it a try.
Who knows?
All right, so from here, we are going to move off the comic books, go to our streaming, and I decided, well, instead of just going our generic streaming, we already got a Hulu one, I got a Netflix one, I figured I'd make a Disney Plus one. So we have a new to Disney Plus streaming review, and we teased it a little bit last week because Dub was the only one who watched, but I caught up. I actually watched this week's as well, so there's 5 episodes done now of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And
how many episodes did we put out a week? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. I thought
3 today. Yeah, 3 today.
2 last week, 3 today, but I didn't see today's at all.
I had off, so I was off of work. So
thumbs up on all of them. Thumbs up on all of them.
So we can talk about last week.
Okay, go ahead, Dub. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll talk about. I can talk about last week's. I saw the first 2, and I mean the 2. What I can use to describe it is very pleasantly surprised.
Yep.
I didn't have a lot of expectations going in, and seeing the pictures and the preview and the whatever, I'm like, what it's gonna be, but it's Spider-Man. I want to watch it, so I watched it, and I really wanted to watch another one today, but I got home from work and I was like, oh, my wife's like, what do you want to watch? I was like, Spider-Man. She's like, nope, I don't want that. So I didn't end up watching it today, but I'll watch it tomorrow.
It's worth it. You got plenty to look forward to.
I liked it.
I will tell you this. The only thing that I'm disappointed in this is one character keeps swearing, and there's no need for the character to swear.
Who's swearing?
Don.
Did he?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember any swearing.
Well, Marco would be more sensitive to that, so he probably did.
Yeah. So, like, I didn't actually catch it, but then my son, he was sick, so in between work, I'd go up and watch an episode with him, and I would.
I remember him swearing.
He says ass a lot, and he said shit one time too.
Well, shit. Molly Karam said shit on First Take yesterday.
No, I get that, but I don't. I mean, for like something that seems like it's. I thought a lot of it was good. It's like at that age, my kid's at the age where it's like just getting into like issues.
No, I got. It.
So there's no reason for him to say ass. He's like, I'm gonna kick your ass. He says, I'm gonna kick your ass a couple times. Or he's like, you're gonna get an ass kicking. He says that too. He goes to the one guy. He goes.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't catch it, but I also in my mind. The age that this is like appropriate for this isn't really for the young. Like it really is. Like when you get into the whole gang aspect and what Lonnie's getting into, like that's not for young little kids.
No, I understand, but I think it's not for little kids. But my kids aren't that little. But
no, like, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying your kids are little.
When you see what they're reading, like because of what we were actually have a conversation about this before. I was like, dude, just because they're in like 3rd or 4th grade and they have a reading level of an 8th grader. There's not like 8th grade books appropriate. It's very hard to find for that. But at the same time, like if you sit down with them and explain, like, well, I mean, also too, that's not like this isn't how gangs work. Like if you know anything about gangs, it's not like it's an over exaggeration of something.
This is old school kind of.
Yeah. But yeah, so you just say, hey, yeah, that's that guy's me. But then he says shit that like he's like, I don't give a shit, I think is what he said. And he's like, I'm gonna kick your ass. I didn't go back to listen to it because he was there. He's like, Dad, can we just turn on the volume? That guy just said the S word. And he said the A word, so I did. And then I think in the last episode, when he's with Scorpion, so he's with Lonnie, he says it. And then when he first with Lonnie and his brother, and then when he's with Scorpion, he says it too. He definitely says ass when he's with Scorpion. I'm gonna kick your ass. Yeah. Which just
all right.
it just isn't a need. Yeah. But it's one thing if you want to decide if the social issues are something you're willing to explain to your child. It's another thing to just because it, it is like
It doesn't need it.
Whatever, still like it. Yeah, it doesn't need it. It just doesn't need it. It's out of place.
I don't know. Like I said,
Yeah,
I didn't notice
me
it.
saying it should be sorry. Well, yeah. Well,
I didn't even notice it, but I do like how this series has kind of played out. It's not too overdone. I mean, I did like the moment. I think it might have been even last week's episode when I don't know if it was last week or was the current run of episodes with the lady who was robbing the little convenience store, and then he was like, "Well, should we let her go?"
That was Pizza last one, right?
I don't know. It's just an interesting take, and surprisingly, I'm enjoying it when I didn't think I wanted this show at all. Like, I didn't want this at all.
Yeah, I remember I said we didn't want it, but then when we saw some of the previews and stuff, I said it looks okay though, and it's turned out to be okay. There's a lot of characters too. It's very fun too because
a ton of characters in here.
Here's the other thing that's fun is especially with the boy going, well, you do know that's who that's going to be, right? And he's like, huh? Like, yeah. He's like, wait, it's going to be well. Okay, everybody knows everybody know that. Is there which episode did Spider-Man start working for that company?
1 or 2. The first. So
we could talk about what company he works for.
Oh, well, he started. No, it was this. The second episode ended with the character knowing who he is.
Yeah, so we could say Oscorp,
the owner of the business.
We could say the word Oscorp.
Yeah.
So the people who are with Oscorp, I'm like, yeah, well, you know who that's going to be, right? And he's like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, that's who that is. He's like, wait, what? The green one? And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, that's cool. So like, it's really cool what they're doing with it. I think they're doing a great job. And then trying to explain who some of the other characters are. He's like,
well, some of them I mean, it's not hidden. Some of them like we knew Lonnie Lincoln, like who Lonnie Lincoln was, and then we finally get his name, at the 5th episode, even though we knew who he was.
Yes,
most of us.
Yeah. Well, when they said it at the 5th episode, my son was like, "Wait, what?" Because he knows it from like the Marvel Lego shows. So he's like, "Wait, he's him," and I was like, "Yeah, well, that's who." Yes. Yeah.
But then you also don't. A lot of people might not realize, like, even characters like his crush, his babysitter, was one of those new.
We'll go through it all.
Yeah, Marvel characters.
Yeah, I have them all listed coming up. We gotta go through all of them. Yeah,
they threw a lot of characters in this series, but
so many. Did such a good job with it. Did such a good job.
I'm enjoying it. It's a good show. Watch it.
All right, watch it.
All right. We don't have any other shows that we watched. Movies. I tried to solicit.
Dude, there's no way squeezing all this in. No, I mean we squeezed in 5 episodes in it.
What the hell did I watch? Well, I mean, apart from I did finish Sandman. For all of you out there, I did finish and catch up with Sandman. So I'm
almost done with Vikings.
I've been
watching Vikings at 1.25 speed.
I finished that.
A lot of wrestling to watch over the weekend.
And there was a lot of wrestling to watch over the weekend.
I had that one of the charity event was like 14 hours. I had no time over the weekend.
But considering my brother planted this seed in my head and got me to pre-order this game, which came out on Tuesday, but it got delivered to me today.
Oh,
I had to play this game because I had the day off. I took the day off because
Ryan, watch it. It's really good. Really good.
There's a number of reasons why I took the day off. one, I didn't want to drive the day off. 2, I'm picking up my buddy tomorrow from the airport. But today, I tried this game. I was going to play it for like half an hour. I ended up playing it for like 2.5 hours. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I did not play the first one, but it just kind of sucked me in. It's like a old school, like 1400s kind of night story. It's a made up like country, but it's taking place in a time frame, and they reference things that you're like, oh, I know Croatia, and like they're referencing things you do know. But it's like an old school Knight's Tale with no dragons, no fantasy elements. It's just kind of medieval times, kind of fun, and it was actually really engaging. Like the way that they drew me in, it had me keep going. Like I couldn't find a good place to stop. Like I had to keep going. Like I'm like, all right. Till I finally got to a point where like, all right, I have to stop because I got to read comics for tonight's show. I can't keep playing this game all day. But I'm enjoying it. I can't get back to this right now. I still have to finish Dragon Age Veilguard. I only need like a day and I can finish it and then I can get to this. But I would recommend giving this a look-see if you like, again, middle-age, like night type stuff. The gameplay itself, it's all first person, so it kind of reminded me of playing like Skyrim, if you guys played anything like that, like RPG-wise. The depth of the inventory system and all that seems very deep. So I don't know. I have no experience with the original game, but it seems like it's going to be a very kind of complicated and in-depth kind of decision-making process. But I liked it. I would recommend it. I think you're going to get hours of playing time out of this. So give it a try if you like this sort of thing, this sort of RPG.
So this has nothing to do with either the Alex Ross DC series,
nope,
or the movie with the banjos.
Yep, no Ned Beatty squeal like a pig. Nope. Neither of those things. But it's pretty cool. Like you basically you're like a bodyguard for a noble. Like a noble's trying to deliver. That's how it starts. Like a noble kid's trying to. He's like, hey, we're going on an adventure. We're gonna go to town. We're gonna get some wenches. The language is salty. This is not for kids. Like the language is pretty salty. F-bombs galore in this. But it's pretty fun to play. Like I don't know. Like I said, it just kind of draws you in. It definitely draws you in. And 2.5 hours went by pretty quickly on me. Cool. But with that said, those were our reviews for the week, which will lead us into our final segment of the day, which will be Marco's.
No,
you want me to run the under the radar?
Yeah, it's long. It is long.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run the thing anyway.
BG3? What's BG3? Shit.
That's RPG since what is B? Oh, Baldur's Gate 3. I never played Baldur's Gate. I know it's supposed to be good, but I never because a lot of them are PC games. I think.
All right, hey, for those people, thank you, Baldur's Gate. He's right. All right, so for those people that have caught up on Friendly Spider-Man, or you've been hearing stuff, we're gonna run through all the books that you could either pick up, can't pick up, or do whatever. Who's gonna be there? Not gonna be there. What's gonna be there? And we are going to cut through it very quickly. First off, as
Nico
Peter was referencing her, huh? Yep,
I'm saying
Nico. For all the people that have watched it, I gave you a picture of what she looks like in the TV show underneath, and then on top, who she was. She was from Runaways. We remember her from the live action TV show too. Also very interesting because she's got the little amulet around her neck that, like, hey, it's also the staff amulet later on that we see in the, like, what she uses. And I don't want to spoil anything, but we don't see the staff in the TV show. I'm just saying, I think that has something to do with it. Her first appearance is with all the rest of the Runaways, Alex Wilder, blah, 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 blah. But we don't need to care about any of those people except for her. First book is Runaways #1. By the way, this is Vaughn, and I Saga's still good, but like I feel like we need another Vaughn book. It seems like it's been a while since Vaughn has done a lot of content, and for some reason I just can't name a book that Vaughn's done that's bad. You got Runaway. The Runaways run was good. If you haven't read the Runaways one, it's good, but whatever. He's also got, even Paper Girl was good. You had what was the Marvel run that he did? It was another Marvel run that he did too. That was good. He did the Baghdad thing. That was good. Every single thing I've ever read of him is good. So I hope he comes up with something else. Saga's good. Yeah. Pride of Baghdad. Yep. All right. Anyways, Raw's going for an average of $20. 9.8 still going for $2.30. This is still a hot seller. It's been hot too. Pete said some of these books aren't selling. This book is. There you go. Next up, we already talked about this one too. Lonnie Lincoln. We all know he's going to be Tombstone. That's who he is in the thing. That's what he looks like in the cartoon. That's what he looks in not cartoon form. Very interesting book. 34. People sometimes forget that this is Web of Spider-Man number 36. What did I say? 34? I don't know. I said 36. 36, just because he's not on the cover and it doesn't have his name on the cover, people forget that this is his first appearance. Also underrated, if you want to tell me. Yeah, can't find at my shop. Yeah, it's a hard one.
He got it. He was like the guy.
Batgirl 1 and 2.
Bad for a while.
Yeah, it's a good series. It's probably the best series. Also, Raws are averaging $20 here too. Now you got to remember conditions different than the Runaways. The Runaways are high grade. This is a range of grades in this for the average being $20. 9.8's going for $300. The interesting part about this is this book is actually down. It was regularly $400 in a 9.8 over a year ago when there's rumors that Tombstone was going to be in something else, I think. So, whatever. There you go.
Well, he was also gang war, like that. The ASM, like that was the big storyline.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. He was the big bad for a while.
Yeah. So the book's fallen off a little bit. Kind of a good time to buy. Yeah. Either way, next up, we've also got Pearl. For everybody. That's
babysitter.
He was saying this is the babysitter crush in the TV show of Peter Parker.
She used to just hang out with me. Wait, she got paid for it? Yeah. Your babysitter. Well.
Turns out she was Wave. Now, I will tell you, Wave is not the reason why War of Realms New Agents Shields of Atlas #1 sells. But average Raw is going for $22. 9/8's going for $51 to $69.
Want to go the Luna Snow angle?
That's why.
I thought everybody it was selling because of the rivals.
Yeah, well.
No, everybody. Yeah, it is. Luna Snow. But not even that. They say Luna Snow showing up in Shang-Chi 3 or 2. That's what it's listed as. Shang-Chi 2, Luna Snow. That's what everybody listed as. But
really?
Yeah, I swear to God. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Next up, we talked about him. Big Don, the guy who's got the
also in Your Neighbor in Spider-Man, the cartoon.
What's that?
Luna Snow was in the cartoon too. She was on Harry's feed. He took a picture with her.
She's on Harry's feed next to Harry. Yeah, we saw her.
It's like a little tweak, little nod
there. Little quick one. Well, spoiler alert, and that's in this last 3 episodes, bud.
Oh, well. I didn't know. I thought you would pick it up.
Yeah, way to spoil it, dickhead. All right, Big Don or Big Don.
Like, that's not why it's worth that
Big Don. Big Donovan. Dub, do you know why this is the first appearance of Big Don?
Oh, let me see here. He's on the cover. I don't see his name though. It's really small.
So. Well, they called him in the comics Big Ben
for a little bit. Yeah.
In the cartoon, they're calling him Big Donovan, but it's big. His name is Ben Donovan.
Ben Donovan. Yeah. He's the guy that's got the potty mouth in the cartoon. Here he is in Heroes for Hire number 14. I always love the Hero for Hire books. Averaging about $17. 9/8, however, $2.25. However, if you buy this book in a prestige book, prestige? Am I saying that right? Why does that not sound right?
Prestige
pedigree. Sorry, pedigree book. Especially the Susha. Who gives a shit? News. 149. Yeah, that's the pedigree. Then you could actually sell this book for less than a 9/8. It sold like within 2 days of each other, mind you. But the pedigree version sold
9/8 sold for $149.
But the non-pedigree sold for $2.25.
Oh,
did it have the black label?
Fucking comics. Yeah, it was black and silver label.
Pedigree, or was it
the black silver label?
I kind of like the black label pedigree.
Yeah, it's the black label. Yeah.
That's weird that it went for cheaper.
The Susaka, what the fuck ever.
Suska
News. I don't know where Suska is, but that's what it was. All right, there you go.
Sounds like it's near the Canadian border to me.
Like, here we go. Like we're DC. We've covered this character before. Shit. Speed Demon, aka the Wizard. Pete's gonna make jokes about the Wizard now, like he normally does when we bring up the Wizard.
saw the Wizard in Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones, yeah.
We had the Wizard.
All right. So he's got a couple books because he's the Wizard in one, and then he's the Speed Demon in the other. Okay, so Avengers number. This is all going to get mucky here in a little bit because we're going to do a couple of these.
Well, yeah, I would forget. Yeah, Mighty Avengers.
Avengers number 69. Last page, good enough. First appearance. I will tell you this. If you call it a cameo or you call it first appearance, it doesn't matter if you go for 69 or 70. They pretty much sell for the same price. If you believe it's a cameo in 69, if you believe it's the first appearance, it doesn't matter. If you believe it's cameo or first appearance at 70, Grandmaster's first appearance is in 69. Cameo / first appearance in of the squad, the rest of the squad is Sinister, excluding one person. You get Hyperion, Dr. Spectrum, whatever. However, they are on the front cover and it says enter on 70. So some people consider that a first appearance.
Is that the same Grandmaster that was Jeff Goldblum in the movies, right? That Grandmaster?
Yes. No.
He just showed up in the Avengers book too. The Black Cat, nice. Avengers 23.
Either way, this is another one of those Hulk 180, Hulk 181 situations, except for instead of being a quarter panel, It is actually a full page with notification and naming them. So take it whichever way you want. The only reason I didn't do both books is because we've done both books before and they are around the same price. So here we go. Just take this for what it is. Raw averages are about $20 to $25 either book.
Not bad.
7 O's, 143, 9.5, or if you best offer best offer
Over Femi's at $95
or best offer, and somebody or best offered it for $95. Apparently that person had it listed, I think, for $200, and they're just $95 in OBO. So you never know what you can get. Next up, when he's actually, the hell's his name in this?
He's not taking a whiz. No. He's a speed demon now.
Speed demon now. When he turns first time, he's speed demon. We were talking about Amazing Spider-Man 222, 9/8 with white pages, $149. $95 for off-white pages in a 9/8. So, I mean, remember we've been talking about this lately. We've always talked about it months ago when we started going through the guiding thing of why white versus off-white made a difference, or cream or whatever. We're going to keep showing you this. And sometimes that's why there's such a difference in prices for 9/8 is because the color of the pages do make a difference. As you can see here, it's about a $50 more. And mind you, this is right around the same time. This is within weeks, if not on the same week. I'm not taking stuff from like a year ago and then going here.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
I got you.
Raws are going for $15. So good luck with that.
I love the 10-speed bicycle thing still across the top. That was a great time for
I know,
Marvel.
dude. Isn't that cool?
I mean, DC had their checkerboard border. Marvel had their, hey, win a 10-speed.
Win a 10-speed. Here we go. We've got Heroes for... Listen to me here. I get it's female tarantula. I get whatever, dude. She shows up in the show, fine. I will tell you, buy this series, even the Heroes for Hire one, I think it's underrated. And like Civil War stuff is all great across the board. All of it's great across the board. Even if you just get the trade paperback, get this Hero for Hire one. I think it's cheaper to buy I think it was 6 books in this. Maybe it's 5. I think it's cheaper to buy them loose than not. Read it. It's actually really good. You'll probably fall in love if you've never have before with Misty Knight.
You got Misty Knight,
you got
what's her name?
The Black Tattoo. You got everybody in there. It's very good.
Colleen Wing.
Colleen Wing. Thank you, Dub.
Yeah. Read this. It's very good. I mean, Civil War in itself, if you've never read it before, the original one, the 06 one, awesome. But either way, Heroes for Hire #1. Here we go. Raw averaging for $1. Yeah, like I said, I think $5 or $6 you can get the whole set. So just buy the books. It's really cool. Or buy the TPBs if you can get them on discount. Next up, we've got Finesse. Well, technically they don't call her Finesse in here. We don't know if she's going to be a Finesse, but we think she might be.
But they just gave her name. Her Jean Foucault or whatever the hell. However you say it. I'm not a Frenchman.
Yeah. But also in this book, Avenger Academy #1, you've got Hazmat, you've got Mantle, you've got Reptile, you've got the rest of these idiots. Either way.
But she's one of the interns at Oscorp on the show, if you're wondering who we're talking
She is. Okay, so I'm telling you, though, a lot of those interns and stuff, you're going to see them come up here. I think they're all going to be something. We have a spoiler alert, or not a spoiler alert, something we theorize later, or I theorize later on that somebody might be in there, but they haven't let yet. Most of these people that we're telling you who they're going to turn into, they've already announced that. This one, they haven't said that this is going to be Finesse, but I have a feeling it might. Anyways, Raw averaging $11, but it's actually because of Reptilia, not because of anything else. 9/8, $130. There we go. She's on the cover.
She is, along with the rest.
Next up, we have Asha. Also, guess where she's at? In the Oscorp little group there, too.
She's an intern as well.
Her first appearance is in Infinity the Hunt. Now, mind you, none of these people have shown superpowers besides Spider-Man, who got exposed in episode 2, as you know. Raws are averaging $2.50. 9/8, $19. But that was in 2017. Who in 2017 thought it was a smart idea to grade this book?
Well, shit, somebody bought it for $19. It probably cost more than that to grade it.
Back then,
good on whoever bought it for $19.
Back then, it cost about the same without shipping. because
That's
to
what I'm
buy
saying,
the book
not
and to
open.
get it graded. Yeah. It's
Wow.
about, yeah. Yep. All right. Next up, also in that group of people who work in the lab, we saw him, Amadeus Cho, Amadeus. Now remember
Hey, and
Amadeus
this is all
Cho.
explained, I think, in episode 3.
What?
The interns.
No, it's 2.
It's 2.
It's 2.
No.
I'm not spoiling
They
anything.
show up. I'm saying it's explained why this group of characters are the interns.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Amazing Fantasy, volume number 2, number 15 is Amadeus Cho's first appearance. He then becomes Hulk in Totally Awesome Hulk number 1, and then proceeds to turn into Brawn in Champions
21 and 22 or something like that.
21, 22, yeah.
Somewhere in that
So
range.
we give you all these. We're not gonna give you the Amazing Hulk one though. Ooh, wow. Okay.
This is his first appearance. and
Amazing
it's expensive.
Fantasy number 1, volume 2, 9.8 still selling on average
No,
for $350.
15.
Actually, decent amount of them moved this last couple weeks too. And Raws selling for $95. Once again, Raws are selling a lot too.
It's
This book has always been
AF-15.
pretty popular. Yeah, I don't say if there's only one Amazing Fantasy.
I know.
15,
Well,
and
I'm letting people know it's AF-15, not AF-1. It's AF-15.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Amazing Fantasy 15. Yeah, but when I think when I use the abbreviation, I think of a different book, a real book.
I know.
not the-
I 100% know what you're saying.
All right. Next up, I did actually cover this, not to cover the price because it's not that expensive for the Champions number 22, but I will let you know there is a second print. I don't typically talk about second prints, but the second print sells a lot better than the first print, at least price wise. So look for the second print because you might be able to sneak one of these up every once in a while because the first print doesn't sell for shit. Sometimes you'll see them in boxes. Might be worth you picking up the second print of this book.
It did for a window.
Well, just recently they've had a couple decent sales.
No. I'm saying years ago. Like years ago, this was like $20.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then second print, you could get even more. Like this is when people.
Yeah, now it's the second print's about 14 to 20, and the first print's like $2. All right. Next up, Bulldozer. I don't know if you guys missed this guy or not. He has a big bulldozer chain. That's how you know he's Bulldozer.
But
part of
do you know who voices him? I know
No, who
Marco
does?
doesn't.
No, I don't.
Oh, I know who. I know.
I know Dub knows who voiced him.
Who voiced him?
Y'all want to go big?
It's Big E from the New Day.
Oh, Big E. Yeah,
Big
actually, I
E
knew that.
Langston.
That's
Yeah,
who he's
he
doing
does
because I
the
saw the
voice.
notification of Big E.
You gonna eat that?
Okay. I didn't know because I never watched wrestling when Big E was out there. All right.
Yeah.
But Bulldozer. Now here we go again. Wrecking Crew. Some of them, not all of them. What are we doing here again? It's the first appearance, but it's not the first appearance of 17 because they're not on the front cover. We've talked about these books before. It's another one of your pick your choose your poisons. Here we'll go with 17.
Used to do it though. They used to show them at the tail end to tease the next book, and then they would be in the next book. Like that's how
Raw averages $30 for high grade.
Holy
the rest,
moly.
anything else besides high grade is $8. Wow.
Unk. Haven't seen you in forever.
What are you talking about, Unk?
Unk, you coming to the show?
It's something nice. He did say buy heroes for hire.
I rewind it 3 times.
Unk, hold on, man. That is not true. I always tell you the truth about stuff. Just because some people can't handle the truth doesn't mean I won't tell it. But yeah, no, I love it. Hey, you gotta remember, Civil War saved Marvel. They were done. That series single-handedly saved Marvel at the time. All right, now let's get back to it.
Just saying, I'm down to read more Misty Knight and Colleen Wing together. That's all.
Yeah,
Think about this: 9.8 selling recently for $1,052, where the last time one sold previous to that was in 2018 for $500. That's a good ROI. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But the other book, people say kind of whatever, first appearance, not first appearance, 18, second appearance, really. But it does have their name on the front, and you get to see them on the front. At least 2. No, there's Bulldozer right there in the corner. All right.
Yeah.
Raw's averaging $35 for HG for high grade, $25 for the set of the 2 books together. 9.8's going for $9.90. Last one sold those in 23. Ooh. People haven't bought one in a while. But also, too, I might remind you that these books are kind of hard to find in the 9.8 too. So it's not like
on a 9.8. Yeah, Defenders was never like, hey, let me keep my Defenders nice and crispy.
Now, this is a bit of a stretch, but it's not really. There is a character named Butane who showed up in the first series, also showed up in the comics, has the same type of thing. They light shit on fire. And plus, how often do we get to put Excalibur books up? Not the worst series ever, Excalibur's. By the way, it doesn't look like his sister's dead, but she's not. Spoiler alert.
Megan?
From however long ago. Yeah, Megan. Excalibur 64. Yeah. Excalibur number 64 in Fatal Attraction. Raw dog selling for $3 on average, 9/8, $60. That was in 2022. Why the hell was anybody grading this in 2023? Oh, because of the pandemic. Everybody graded all types of bullshit in the pandemic, including this for some reason.
Black guy's tough. It's gonna be tough. 9/8.
Well, that's because that was the pandemic line, right? Oh, it's black cover. You're never gonna get a 9/8 in it. Never. There's no 9/8s in black cover. Yeah, there you go. So somebody graded and sold it really cheap. All right, next up, we get our man here. Oh, this guy's he plays such a prick.
He's a prick.
The Wizard, Bentley Whitman. But we get to get a Strange Tales out of here. Strange Tales 102.
Yeah.
And by the way, do you know why this is the Wizard's first appearance?
I mean, it says "Prisoner of the Wizard" right on the cover.
Hmm?
Wait, is that him right there?
I think it is.
The gun?
Yeah.
Oh,
because they always give him a weird ass head in the beginning. So there you go.
Slack jawed, even though his face got scrunched and you got a leader helmet going.
Slack jawed Yoda.
Yeah, well, a big penis helmet on it. Yeah, he had the big penis helmet. I just wanted to make even things. Look, hey, if we're gonna give this picture of shit, what's going on here? If we're gonna give this picture, what the hell is happening,
bro?
That's supposed to be a spoiler alert. Anyways, if we're gonna give the picture of Big Don, we got to give the picture of what this penis head looked like too. Raw averages for low grade are $50. That's where the majority of these books are selling. Mid grade, however, is selling for $115. But check this out. High sale recently of 9.0 for $865. 6.0 selling for $300. Very underrated book, I would say, for that middle grade. Mm-hmm. Very, very underrated. Plus, you can double up if you make it right. Okay, next up, Super Pro. For the people that didn't know,
I didn't even get that.
Yeah. Phil Grayfield.
Super Pro. That's
coach.
Awesome.
For the people that don't know, the coach's name is Phil Grayfield. For those people that don't know, there used to be a NFL/Marvel book called Super Pro Special. In there, the character, NFL Super Pro, when he wasn't being Super Pro, which was his superpower, he was Phil Grayfield. That's who he is. He's a football player to crime fighter. America's newest, yes.
Give me a kiss, baby.
Phil.
I don't know, but I figured I might as well do it because this is what part of the show is about. The Spider-Man show is very fun. They have a lot of Easter egg references and stuff like that. Super Pro, not that sought after of a book or series. I think it was a 4-parter.
It had a moment. Like a couple years back.
Raws are averaging like $5, 9/8, going for $70.69. And for some reason, somebody decided it's not for some reason. Well, it went to auction, 22 bids on this one, if I recall correctly. I probably do.
Well, it had to go to Canada or something. That 69 cents had to be a.
No, it was a sniper. Somebody sniped it. 69 cents. Yeah, snipers got to get sniping.
They probably put the 69 in for a wink and a nod fun.
That's not the better question, Pete. Was it say under 70.69?
What, the 4.5?
Somebody graded this. Somebody graded a 4.5. Somebody graded. Let me say that again. Somebody graded this book.
This is a prestige format, square-bound book. How in the hell did you grade a 4.5? You had to have seen that somebody must have been chewing on the spine, sat on it, crumpled it up to get a 4.5.
It cost you more.
Probably a card guy.
Way more to grade this. Yeah, it was a card guy. Guarantee it was a card guy.
So this is
4.5.
Super Pro. Okay, Super Pro.
Yeah, like
this isn't the regular Super Pro. This
you
is
can see
special.
the defects. They're right there. They're not hidden. They're either there or they're not.
Yeah. 4.5, $14.99, bud.
And a throwback.
I mean, I don't give a shit, dude.
By Fabian Nicieza. Fabian Nicieza was a writer on this.
Yes, very good.
On this book.
I will just tell you this, Pete. It doesn't matter what you say. A 4.5 in this style of this 80s, 90s comic or whatever, '80s comic looks like a 4.5, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how did they not see it? Like,
I'm just saying, it looks like 9/8 are only selling for $70. What the fuck did you? Whatever. Anyways, so here's one that's a little bit interesting. We got Tales of Suspense number 56 because that technically is the first appearance of Unicorn. It has never been a female version of Unicorn before, but apparently
Milosh, same difference.
Yeah, Milosh, same last name. Here we go. We got it. There he goes. Raw's going for low grade, $25. That's where the majority of these are selling. But high grades, however, is averaging about $100 on this book.
Nice.
Right. Nice cover, dude. Really cool. All right. Next up, here's what I want to talk about. We've seen a little bit of gender swapping there. We've seen a little bit of like using the name and maybe the character is going to show up. We know that a lot of the people in the lab turn out to be somebody else. There is a lady there by the name of Carl Connors. I'm not going to tell you what she does in there because I don't want to spoil it for you. However, she's missing an arm, and we know whose last name started with
how to grow the arm back.
Not yet.
Not yet. That's not her job right now.
However, neither was Melta Kunis, who became
Mila Kunis.
Who became Komodo, who also is a lizard formed person, but it was legs, not arms. And you did get the wife of Mr. Connors, who happened to be, by the way, I mean, the way they're doing stuff too. I mean, they're also swapping races and stuff too, so it doesn't really matter in this one.
Yeah, it's all over. It's fine, you know. They're switching.
But I do think that they're going to turn her into a female lizard, don't you?
Maybe.
Don't you have that feeling?
So.
Yeah,
maybe
I
eventually.
think they are. Well, everybody else is turning into something. Speaking of people turning into things, if you didn't know what the names are and how they link people, you get Mikhail, whatever his last name is. His son was the Rhino. You get Dimitri. We know him. He was in. Yeah, sure. We get Dimitri. That would be a good guy to play the fucking red ghost. That guy could voice him. Dimitri, we got him before. We've seen him in live action and not live action. We know he's a chameleon. And Mac, as we know, what's Mac's real name? Plus, he's got the scorpion tattoo the whole movie through. Huh?
Oh,
he was. There was a live action version. There was. No, the chameleon wasn't there. Dimitri was in live action.
Oh.
Yeah. I think he was in the Garfield one. Anyways, finally and last, we've got Mac, who's got the scorpion tattoo, and he runs the scorpion.
We've seen him in live action.
Well, yeah, so we've seen him in live action too before.
In that version with the tattoos and whatnot.
So that's covering all of it. We're going to cover more of it. Maybe I'll look at some of these keys later. I just had to get through the first 5 episodes, and holy shit, there was a lot of people in them. So I definitely didn't give you the the Oscorp people. I didn't give you Octavius. I didn't give you DD.
Well, yeah, there's no sense in saying, "Hey, the Osborns." Like you know who the Osborns end up being. You know who.
Finally,
Octavius is not the inventor.
Octavius?
You know who he becomes. You know who he becomes.
Well, he's
just
there.
Fun fact.
I know
Dimitri was in the movie with Jake Gyllenhaal with Spider-Man.
Oh,
No Way Home, Far From Home, whichever one.
Yeah. Okay, whatever that was. In that movie.
Yeah. Anyway, just fun fact.
Wait, that's the one with Mysterio, right?
Mysterio, yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, who's the Spider-Man in that one?
Tom Holland.
Oh, it was Holland's. Okay.
It was his.
All right.
Right after Iron Man died.
Far From Home.
Yeah, Far From Home.
Here we go with Fantastic Four. We covered a couple books in the look back, so I decided we'll talk about a little bit more who's in there. Obviously, it's Red Ghost, and he's going to be played. If you haven't figured out yet, he's going to be played by the same guy who played KGB in Rounders. Good job. Hopefully the accent's better.
Hey, he was much better. If you, I don't know if you guys seen Red. He was great as Marvin in Red. Like he was fantastic.
He was.
I'm getting the pig.
Also, first appearance of Watcher. And gives you a little bit of backstory, really interesting backstory in this. I did like that. I like the backstory of the Watcher planet. It was kind of cool. Also, you get super apes. I hope we don't get super apes in the Fantastic Four movie. I really hope we don't get super. Huh?
Why not?
Stupid.
I
Okay.
feel like it won't be in the movie. I feel like it'll be a situation where maybe they faced off against the Red Ghost before, and maybe he's a Hannibal Lecter situation. He's locked up, and they go to him to talk to him with his Super 8 stuff in the past. They already dealt with the Super 8.
I think they're going to use him to find out where Shalala Balls is, because that's where Galactus went, and they're going to try to finish him off in space instead of on Earth. But neither here nor there. 7.0, $1,080. Cream to Off-White. Why I'm saying that is because earlier before that, a copy of White to Off-White, or Off-White to White instead of Cream to Off-White, sold for over $1,200. But I also want to give you a comparison of what could be the difference between a 0.5 grade, which one's more valuable as far as we talked earlier, the color of paging. Cream to Off-White 7.0, $1,080. Right around the same time, a 6.5 with Off-White to White, which is a step up in page grading, right? Step up in page grading. 6.5 sold for $1,099. So it actually sold for $19 more just because of the page difference. Now, if you have it in a 7.0,
brighter. Yeah, pages being brighter helped.
Pages being brighter. If you did it in 7.0, it would be a couple $100. Some people go, well, you don't know. They just maybe the date. No, it's really, that's what they're doing. They're doing with the page color. People are really focusing in that on these silver and gold age goodnesses, which is about time. It's about time. Thank God I've got a lot of Off-White to White page silver age that I keep. Thank God. Raw averaging $300, 2 different copies. So 2 copies recently sold. Both of them sold for $300. Different sellers, different buyers. Sometimes I don't put that up there if it seems like a shady one, but it wasn't. It was similar grades, not exactly the same grade. I'd say they could have been within a point to a point and a half with the pictures I looked at, but selling for $300 raw. So that's a good book to have. Next up, we got Herbie. Not my favorite book. Fantastic Four 209, but decent book. But we know that Dub loves it. Average raw selling for $29. Highs of $50.
He loves it because he knows the acronym. That's why.
That's the book that Dub bought, was that $50 high book. 9.8 selling for $300 to $340. was the previous to this week selling for about $150 to $200. So good on you if you decided to sell this book and after buying it. And that's all we've got. Yeah, that is. Oh no, we've got one last. First appearance. Dark Horse. We talked about this book for a little bit. Presents annual 1998. Holy man, my throat is sore. First appearance of what's her name in comics? Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Raw averaging $55. Yeah, you're right. $55. Pete was pretty close. There you go.
Because I'm
selling for almost $200.
Talking about it on Dollar Bin Digging tomorrow, just a tiny bit. Members already saw it, so I already dropped it for members.
Oh. Well, it's not even $1 anymore. It's not $1.
No, I'm just saying.
There you go.
I just mentioned.
All right, here we go. That's the end.
You're not going to find this for $1, but keep an eye out for it anyway while you're looking for Buffy.
Not $1.
Can you go back to that slide?
Okay, what? Which one?
So I just would like to point out. Wait, no, right here. This one's good. The production values and the increase. Look at this logo with the raw average. The fonts have been matching. The colors. It's readable. You can actually see what you're talking about. It's not like a mishmash of like random colors and sizes and words. And
I just had to figure.
Very presentable.
I had to find my groove. I'm just
giving you credit for making fantastic slides for this.
You're getting there.
I appreciate it.
Production. Good
appreciate
job,
that. Actually, you know what? I have it set now, so it's easy to do. Because I figured an easier way to do it.
Let's give you a pat on the head.
Move on.
You're getting there. You're getting there, kid.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Shut up. Thank you. Appreciate it. Fuck you, Pete. Yeah, thank you, Dub. Appreciate you, Dub. Thanks for noticing all the hard work. There you go. That's the end of it.
Hey, flew through it. Just because I know how to put this shit together. I'm a machine that way.
That was a lot of fucking. That was a lot of fucking slides this week, though. That was a lot.
Oh, slides. I'll tell you about slides. A bunch. You know how many slides I got in my Wednesday watch?
No, not all of us sit around in offices.
Slides.
Not all of us sit around in the office and make fucking slides. I can't do this
at the office. I can't do it at the office.
Yeah, bullshit.
I got to do this shit at home.
Spanking off the slides all day long.
I got to do this shit at home.
Anyways, there we go. That's what we have this week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll give you more stuff next week, probably. I don't know what we'll do next week, but maybe a little bit more. I'm loving that Spider-Man series. I don't really like much Spider-Man anyways.
Right, you don't like Spider-Man at all, so that's good.
Yeah, typically. I mean, I very rarely.
1 through 20, is that the Spider-Man you like? Issues 1 through 20?
No.
1 through 40?
I'll be honest with you. I don't. No, I like
Also,
selling those.
I didn't
1 through
tell
50.
anybody.
50. Don't forget 50.
50. Yeah, 50.
I didn't tell
50.
anybody, but for members, I did give you guys a new emoji. So we do have this available now out there for people.
Nope.
We got a nope.
That's fantastic.
Nope. Awesome.
I haven't made like an old emoji for members.
No, I mean, I don't. I've never.
Nope.
I like it.
I think that this Spider-Man, like Fantastic Four, like there is errors that I liked of it, and there's errors that I don't. I've never really. I liked though. You know, that's not true. I liked, unfortunately, Tarantula. I didn't mind that, and I liked Scarlet Spider. There is forms of that.
Tarantula, like ASM 147 Tarantula.
I guess.
Yeah, that guy plays Tarantula.
Yeah.
Spectacular. Was it
The original one.
Spectacular
The original.
one, ASM 147.
Spectacular. Yeah, Spectacular one. Yeah. But not that run. There's later on. There's something that goes on with him, and then there's There's two forms of Scarlet that I like. The one where he's on the bus, the storyline where they have him on the
on the bus.
He finally figures out that he's a clone and he's on the bus. Like he's got to take the bus out of the desert. No, yeah. He's got to take this bus out. Like he gets it. He's like, F it. I'm just gonna try to stay away from everybody.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, he's like zero F's given. He's out there riding like public transportation in the fucking desert.
Walk the earth like Kane and Kung Fu.
No. Yeah. I like that. I like that little run there. It was really nice.
Without legal tender, you're gonna be a bum.
He's like, I ain't got nothing going on. He's like, damn. He gives like 2 minutes. He's like, that bitch ass Peter Parker. I don't even want to be a clone of that bum, anyways. But whatever.
So that was after all the maximum carnage or clonage and all that stuff, right? That was after
God. Yeah. Oh yeah, that shit was bad. No, that shit was bad. But there's this run where he's just like, fuck him, fuck it. I'm not gonna interfere with his life. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna be out here, and then I can't remember what happened. Maybe Carnage attacks the bus or some shit. I can't remember what happens. But he's like, "Oh yeah, fuck yeah, let's start fucking people up." It was good. I mean, Spidey heads didn't like it because they're like, whatever.
The clone saga was rough. It was rough.
Yeah, the Clone Saga portion's not.
Well, it wasn't because it wasn't just the Clone Saga. Like all at that same time, they came up with all these wild ideas. Like, hey, let's have Norman Osborn sleep with Gwen Stacy and have babies. Yeah. I'm like, what? Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
I actually think at that one point, when he's on the bus, he's just like, yeah, fuck all that drama. Like, I don't want any of that bullshit. I don't want his life, and I don't want any of that bullshit.
Secretly, I think Vince McMahon got to be head of editorial of Amazing Spider-Man for a stretch.
Jesus, yeah,
and that's what happened. That's my story.
So yeah, I mean, it's not like, and then like 99 all the way up to Time Stream. Like when they did Time Stream, I didn't mind 99 up to Time Stream. But it's Civil War. I think actually the best Peter Parker is Civil War Peter Parker. I really do, because like what he had to go through, like how they actually humanized him and actually made him a decent, like not such
in the later era. Like I will agree with the later era. I mean, I still love the old school stuff when he's just a kid trying to figure shit out. I mean, that's always the best. That's why I'm enjoying your friendly neighborhood stuff.
No, not me. I'm always like, stop being a whiny bitch and go do something with your life.
He's not whiny.
You got superhero powers.
He's figuring it out. He's like, I'm doing this shit on my own. Thank you. Like he tried to walk away. Anyway, if you didn't watch all,
no, there's a lot of if I want to let Uncle Ben die shit that he keeps going back to and that type.
But they didn't do that in this series. Yeah. Uncle Ben was dead before he became Spider-Man in this series.
They did. So that's what I'm saying. I like when they don't do that. Yeah.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Like, but I'm talking about the comic book series, not this series.
Yeah, that's why even they go back to that a lot.
The Doc Ock thing too was okay. I
thought it was going to be the Tinkerer.
Oh,
like this
secret. Fair.
Again, I don't want to spoil shit. People haven't gotten there. I thought it was going to be the Tinkerer. I didn't think it was going to be Ock, but it makes sense that it was Ock.
So with the first episode, can we talk about the first episode really quick? I have a question.
Yeah.
In the very first episode, spoiler alert. You get Doctor Strange in that episode, right?
I think the first 2 episodes, I think, fair game. They were last week. If you guys, the viewers, didn't watch, then we're going to talk about the first 2 episodes.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. So the creature that Doctor Strange is fighting.
That was a Venom.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a symbiote.
Yeah, the symbiote.
Some kind of symbiote. Okay.
It kind of reminded me like a Craven with the fuzzy, like the fuzzy collar.
Officially, they call it an alien symbiote. That's what they call it. That's what the show's called.
Yeah,
an alien symbiote. So
yeah.
So then he gets his spider bite.
By the way, Carnage USA fucking speaking of symbiotes, Carnage USA by far the best symbiote fucking storyline ever.
Carnage USA, huh?
Ever.
Bad.
Carnage USA. Carnage fucking USA. Just saying.
Okay.
But yeah, no, the first 2 episodes, and then like I said, at the end of the second episode, you
find out, like, he watched the cameras.
Yeah, no,
it was weird how they did that. Did you guys like that? I kind of thought it was okay.
Yeah, I was fine with it.
Alien, instead of using radiation.
I like the change in how he got bitten. So it wasn't the same thing, and
it was
about
kind of
the
funny because
Norman
I was
reveal.
reading.
Yeah, the Norman reveal was also
kind of.
good. I also like how in the 3rd episode they address it. So, Dub, you haven't watched it yet? You'll see it.
Oh, I won't.
What was the Norman?
Norman knowing like that he's.
Oh yeah,
that was right.
I liked it too because I was thinking it, and I was thinking the same thing while I was reading that the 16 FF book. Because did you see what fucking Mr. Fantastic was wearing, or was that in the Herbie one? No, it had to be the original one. He's wearing asbestos, so he didn't catch on fire. Yeah.
Oh really?
Really?
Yeah, he's just wearing an asbestos suit. They're like, thank God the suit's made out of asbestos, so I can stop Johnny's store from going crazy. Like, fucking.
Don't worry, I'm safe. I'm covered in asbestos.
But yeah, so I thought it was cool how they did, like, because you're not just shooting radiation rays everywhere, like radioactive spider. What the fuck is that? Like an X-ray? Like, it sounded so weird back in the day, and it was cool because you get to see like small things, and that's where I'm saying, like, even with the 60s version, like mid-century modern version of Fantastic Four, like it kind of makes sense because they're doing it, but they're not doing the dumb shit. Like, hey, this fucking spider went for a fucking X-ray, and all of a sudden it bit somebody. That shit ain't gonna do shit. What are you talking about? Like, that don't make no sense.
Dub hasn't watched today's drops, but I will say you got 3 episodes. They were all good. They were all different in the sense that we got different stories, a lot of stuff to kind of build upon in those 3 stories, and I enjoyed the run.
I also love that every subgroup is just a huge Easter egg of people.
Yeah.
Like every subgroup is just a huge Easter egg.
And that's
like,
the beauty of having. That's the beauty of having this not tied to anything, not having to like go with Marvel continuity, nothing like that. This is
we don't.
Yeah, because they're fucking throwing everything in.
Whatever. Yeah, they're throwing it all at the wall.
But you know what? When is like this is what I was kind of thinking. Like, this isn't fucking Star Wars, right? Like, this is where I everybody gets so mad about continuity and stuff, but like Marvel continuity is throw shit up against the wall, and then if you really want to go crazy, call it what if. You know what I mean? Like, there's not much continuity because there's like 16 like lizards.
Another universe.
Well, the only thing that I think that means is that it doesn't have anything to do with the movies. That's it.
Yeah, I get that. But like,
that's the only thing about continuity.
Right? No, what I'm saying is like when they're like source material, like JJ got pissed about like the One Piece and source material or what the fuck ever, right? Yeah, I get it, but like not everything is source heavy. Like as saying like, oh, we have a like the whole thing with Star Wars was they said they had a group, so it didn't happen again, which was like we're just doing this is it. Everything else doesn't count. It's literally this, and then now you see them fucking going back on that. But Marvel and DC forever have been like, we're rebooting. Number one ones. One. I mean, their whole thing is about rebooting and retelling the same fucking story, just differently and with different characters. So I love this because it's like, oh, cool. This character is going to show up here. Who cares? Makes sense. Part of the Rogues Gallery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Spider-Man, for whatever you want to say, he's got an amazing Rogues Gallery. He really does.
Apart from Batman,
go toe to toe, like he does.
Yeah,
Flash has got a good Rogues Gallery.
Flash is right behind the 2 of them. But I would say Batman and Spidey would fight for the best Rogues Galleries of all comics, and then Flash is right behind them.
Who do you give Doc Doom to?
Well, that's or FF.
I mean, he's FF, right? Where else would he?
Unfortunately, I give him the FF.
Shows up in the first 6. He shows up in the first 6.
Yeah, but he was already. I mean, apart from his backstory, his ties to Reed, like he's tied to Reed. And that's the thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
but then
FF,
you
they got some good ones.
I mean,
There's some good ones in there, but a lot of them are just cosmic this guy, cosmic that guy.
Who do you give Kingpin to?
You give him to
Spidey.
ASM, yeah.
Right.
I know Daredevil.
He is Daredevil's biggest bad, but he's still Spidey's.
But then that's why Doom would also go to FF before he goes.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, though, do you still give it to Spidey?
For that reason, as Dub said, like this is where he popped up.
That's where he made his name in Spidey with Spidey.
Yeah,
and then he went on to go beat up Daredevil.
He kind of did, but he really made his name in DD and Punisher. I mean, like that's where you think, like, man.
I mean, then you're talking about, are we going to give Mysterio credit for all the years he was just some D-level villain for Spidey to mess with? Then all of a sudden, Kevin Smith said he decided, "Fuck it, I can't take Spidey down. I'm going to mess with Daredevil." Turn his run. Is he now a Daredevil villain?
No, because he had like Mysterio has like ongoing all the time.
I know.
You know, but, yeah, I think that's a little different.
When you cross over, it can be a little different. I
just wonder who the Flash of Marvel is, because there's really not.
What do
you go? Galactus still good.
Well, that's the thing. Like FF, they're all cosmic. Like the biggest things you pull out of it, you got Galactus and and Surfer.
Yeah, but who do you give Galactus to? So you give that to FF, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, do you give him Kang?
The Blast Stars and the all the Heralds. I mean, you've got
no. You give him. Well, you give him Akbar or whatever. But who gives a shit about that character?
Akbar.
Admiral Akbar?
Or Abba, whatever his name is. The guy who carries the axe around with him. He's all those ones. He ended up getting the hounds. He was the one that had the hounds with him.
Ahab.
Ahab, thank you. I knew it started with an A. Yeah, Ahab.
Yeah, Ahab with the Days of Future Past guy.
Days of Future Past guy. Yeah, but like that's your. I mean, but that he was big with them for a very long time. But like.
And your Ramatut.
I mean, you got Doom. You got Doom.
Well, okay, there's your question. Then Kang. I guess most people put Kang as Avengers because he showed up there.
Yeah,
first,
Avengers.
He got retconned to being Ramatut. So should he be the FF guy?
He should be the FF guy, right? Like that's what I'm saying. Like they're trying to build FF up, but like, I think the only other thing that you can go with Marvel then with Rogues Gallery is. And he's gonna hate it, but you got to go with fucking. That's probably number 2 when you think about it. When you really think about it,
it's tough though because like I always think of teams as different. Like they're like a.
I know that's why it's weird. Yeah,
different animal like than the one-on-ones.
Yeah.
It's because when you think of like, well, you're gonna have Justice League villains, you're not gonna give them to individual members. It's like, well. Starro is not a Superman.
Yeah, but here's the difference is like X-Men, besides Wolverine and like little small minis like Cyclops and Phoenix.
Yeah, they're the team. They're
like
the
what X-Men have their own titles.
Yeah, nobody really stood out.
I mean, Gambit gets one every once in a while, but it's a squad. Where JLA has all individuals coming together. So
yeah, that's exactly that's the difference. It's the reverse.
Right.
Yeah, JLA is the individuals coming together as a group. X-Men is the group occasionally breaking off and doing their own little side things.
Yeah, I actually. When you think about it, that'd be an interesting head-to-head, X-Men versus ASM, because you get.
I mean, who are your X-Men?
You get Apocalypse, Sinister.
Yeah, well, they're all.
Yeah, Apocalypse, Sinister, Sabretooth, like guys that have staying power. Sabretooth can go to any one of the fucking. He can go up against anybody besides. Because you're not giving ASM Doom anymore, so.
Well, that's the thing. We're talking about different things, though. You have a whole group, and then you just got a fucking kid who's swinging around, and he's super strong. Like it's just like we talk about Batman. Like Batman's got great villains because the hero that's fighting is just a dude.
Like just going over those guys, but you got Magneto, you got Juggernaut, you got I mean it's wild, but you got a bunch of people there, so. I don't know.
It's different.
I wouldn't put any of the Magneto.
I think they're cool,
but nobody else is like comparable
Apocalypse?
to like
Mr. Sinister.
Well, that's what I mean. But the
Sinister's
Apocalypse,
not.
Mr. Sinisters, the Magnetos,
He's
they're
big.
like
they're
I
not
won't say
like on the same level as Doctor Doom or Kang or
different animal.
Joker.
You can't compare them.
Kang.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Kang.
I like Kang.
I think you get like Apocalypse on the same level as Galactus.
Apocalypse,
for sure.
Yeah, I can definitely give you Apocalypse, but
Sinister for sure. Sinister for sure is better than I would think on the level of, like, he's a leveler. I'm not saying he's Doom, but if he's Doom, you know what I mean? Like he's not because he doesn't have the history of Doom, but like
he's a whole tier.
Sinister has got a lot going on.
He does, but it's mutants again. It's
but maybe, but
it's not comparable.
He's still up there. Like, you're not saying that he's not up there. Then you got Magneto, which would be
no, I know.
Magneto,
but again, it's still not apples to apples comparisons. You can't take somebody that's threatening the entire world.
You got hold on. You got Lizard. Hold on. First off, you're combining two people. You're combining Fantastic Four and ASM at this point.
No, I was
you just said that Doom isn't. Well, you said Doom isn't ASM.
I was just talking about.
You
other
said
villains.
compare ASM to X-Men.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I know. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I don't think you can compare the two. That's all.
No, I think you compare them, but you can't put Doom in there because you guys said that Doom is an FF guy, not an ASM guy.
Fair.
So if he's not in the Rogue Gallery, hold on. If he's not in the Rogue Gallery,
you're comparing.
Then what are we doing? We're doing
villains that are facing teams and world level threats to
I get
a street
that.
level character. It's not going to work. It's not the same.
Well, okay, but Fantastic Four then. You've got Doom.
If you want to compare X-Men and Fantastic Four, that's a different conversation. That's not what I'm arguing. I was going to the ASM X-Men, which you said, and I just said we can't.
Well, that's because I think X-Men is just the second strongest, if not the strongest. Yeah, I mean, I think it's actually his Rogues is probably, now that I think about it, stronger if you go one for one, stronger than the ASM.
But we went to X-Men when we were talking about who's the Flash of the Marvel universe. It's an individual character, not a team.
Fair, but DC's team are literally individuals that made it would be like the Avengers.
I know. That's why
that's all they have.
That's why it's not an easy one-for-one comparison. But like the Flash gallery, like when you do TV shows and things like that, they adapted. It worked because he had a rich Rogues gallery. So I enjoyed the Flash TV show because they had a lot of characters that were fun to see adapted because they were good foils for that individual character.
Oh, X-Men blows Fantastic Four out of the water though. Like, just blows them out of the water with their Rogue Gallery comparable.
I have to think about it. I mean, I'm also biased, but I'd have to think about it. I'm not a big Wizard fan.
I can't think of very many Fantastic Four villains besides Doom and Kang, right?
I mean, you're giving Doom and Kang. You got Annihilus.
Kang's not technically Kane's.
All right, you take Kang out of it. You got Doom. You got Galactus. You got Annihilus.
Plus. You've got Ahab. You've got
1, 2, 3 against Apocalypse, Mr. Sinister, Magneto. I mean, that's a pretty still even matchup between the 3-on-3.
Yeah, but you're going Juggernaut versus Ahab. You're going.
Well, I don't have to go against Ahab at that point. Maybe I'm going Juggernaut against. I don't know. What else we got? We got Blastar.
Okay, Blastar versus Sabretooth. I mean, that's what we're doing.
What about the Red Ghost? Don't forget
Red Ghost. Red Ghost against Toad? Is that what we're doing here?
What about the Skrulls? We got the whole Skrulls. We got all the Skrulls. What about Namor?
Versus the Marauders? Is that what we're doing here?
Well, actually, I guess we can't really give Fantastic Four Namor because he was on his own before he was their villain, right?
Yeah.
And then,
you have to give it to him. That's all
you got heroes. I mean, there's a lot more heroes introduced in FF than. And you start getting the Black Panthers and the Silver Surfers.
Yeah, right.
Even the Frankie Ray Novas down the line.
I don't know. Dude, who do you got here, Sarah? This is the problem with Captain America. You got Baron.
Captain America it's rough.
You got Red Skull. Red Skull.
Yeah, Captain America realized how rough it is once they got to, hey, we're going to put the serpent society in this movie. Really? We're gonna put the Serpent Society in here? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who do you have? You got to remember, for a very long time, it was Captain America was beating up Hitler and, Japanese people. That's what he was doing. That was it. You didn't really have the Rogues Gallery. You got you got Red Skull, Hydra. You're fucking Captain Hydra's going to be your fucking that guy.
No,
that guy.
We're not going to bring Cap. And Iron Man's no good. Iron Man's hey, somebody else with
Whiplash?
armor like me.
Whiplash?
Cap's best villain was Iron Man.
It's like, it's
solid,
titanium.
Solid. Man. Civil War. Shout out Civil War. Best series. Save Marvel.
Yep, so good.
Yeah, I mean, like, what? Oof. Cap villain. Yeah.
I mean, what?
Taskmaster? Forgetting somebody in Cap's villains, but like, yeah, no, I appreciate it, Sarah. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, no, even when you're spitballing, because even if we take like some of Marvel's most popular characters spinning off on their own, take a Wolverine, for instance, his Rogues Gallery is not unlike Iron Man's Rogues Gallery. Let's just take the hero and make bad versions. Let's just have
Wild Child,
different Lady Deathstrike and Omega Red and Sabretooth.
Omega Red,
bad
Wild Child,
Omega Red, yeah.
And then the samurai, what's his name? Something Silver Samurai.
Yeah, Silver Samurai.
Have a suit made out of the same material his claws are made out of.
I think it's better than Iron Man.
Slightly.
I think it's better than Iron Man's Rogue Gallery. I mean, Iron Man is literally somebody stole my fucking suit. Somebody stole my.
They made their own.
Yeah,
that was
they
bigger
just
than
made
mine.
The same shit.
Ironmonger is bigger than me.
At least Cap's got decent ones. But here's the problem: a lot of the Cap ones become Avenger ones, and then become Cap ones too. Like that's the problem with Captain America, Iron Man, any of the Avengers, Wonder Man, all of them. Like it's They're like Rogues Galleries interchangeable with the Avengers. So who done it first? And since the Avengers have been around for so long, like once again,
this is really tough.
Yeah, you're right, because technically Cap's been around a lot longer, but most of his life he fought dictators and fascism, right? So that's all he was doing.
What's weird
Armadillo
is that they wrote all these stories with him doing that, but it was like a lot of it, and I don't know. I think it was like well.
Here, I'll go through all the A's. I'll go through all the A's.
What A's?
Oh, I can't say this guy's name, but AH, him.
Yeah.
AIM, which is like, okay. AmeriCorp, that's a former police officer turned ruthless vigilante.
No, you're wasting time now.
That's eight different versions of that dude in his role.
I've already lost interest in the list.
Armadillo. I didn't even know that was his, but okay.
What are we talking about a Friends episode now? I'm the
Dr.
Holiday
Zola,
Armadillo.
which Dr. Zola is about 3 different guys. I mean, Dr. Zola is whatever, but he's about 3 different guys.
No,
too.
Arnim Zola.
Baron Blood, Van Stucker, which is Zemo. I mean, like, tell me the difference.
Yeah,
the other Zemo, the kid Zemo. I do too.
But isn't Zemo just like an AH light? Like it's just. Let's just make him a flamboyant version.
Yeah, that's what he. Well, yeah, I mean, he's this. Hold on, though. Zemo, you can just do Baron Blood, Zemo, and Doctor and Zola. I mean, it's all the same character. Like it's they're all in the same group with AH, bro. It's just the AH group. They just changed it. That's what I'm saying. But they can get back to that. Why don't we just get not that obviously, but why don't we do that for Russia and China right now? Right? We could do that, right? We can do that in the books.
Well, we don't need to. We got a whole different Cap. Right
now. He's technically a mutant.
Is he an Iron Man villain?
Iron Man 55.
I always just think of him as Silver Surfers, but Surfer he doesn't have a lot.
Yeah, I would say. He's Drax's Rogue Gallery, technically. Technically. Not the Guardians of the Galaxy one, the original green-headed guy carrying skulls. No, I mean, yeah. What would he be? He would be Silver Surfers, right?
I would say it'd be Surfers because you get to issue like 34 and through the 50s and 60s, all the Infinity Gauntlet.
Well, the whole Gauntlet thing too. Yeah, I mean, all
of
this is him and Drax, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and like you said,
I
you
don't
mix Drax in there, and you got Adam Warlock comes into the mix.
Yeah. By the way, Thanos, the two Thanoses that were done in the comics are way different than the movie version of.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
the MCU, yeah.
Yeah, the MCU. Yeah, that's not Thanos. That's not comic Thanos, anyways. That's just not.
Yeah,
but
different. This whole
yeah,
the balance of the universe. No, it was he wanted to impress Death because he wanted
to impress Death. He just was trying to literally the Grim
like,
Reaper. This is who he's trying to impress. He's trying to marry her, as a matter of fact.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yep.
Who?
Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza plays Death in the Agatha show.
So yeah, but no, not yeah. But he actually, the Grim Reaper is who he's trying to impress. The Grim Reaper.
Well, that's who she is.
Yeah. I guess maybe.
Thanos is already gone, so we can't go back that way.
But also, too, you know who they did dirtiest? They did dirtiest was what's his name? The guy with the hammer. The accusatory guy.
Ronan.
Ronan the accuser. They did him dirty. They did it. He's actually a really good character in the comic books.
Yeah, well, they Steppenwolfed him just like DC did too. It's like, well, he's the bad guy before the bad guy. We'll just throw him in here.
Yeah, but that's not really even how he was.
I know.
That's not how he was in comics. Like, he was actually a really good character in comics and very, like, deep. He was not deep at all in the movie. He's like, I hit you with hammer, and Thanos is like, whatever.
What are you doing? Dance off, bro.
But yeah, I mean, there's a difference there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm biased. I'll take X-Men's Rogue Gallery because I think they're pretty decent. But you're right.
Yeah,
Wolverine's probably the worst.
We're just kind of rambling on now. Like we're trying to reach 3 hours. We could have been done 20 minutes ago.
No, we're not. Let's be done.
And we're just rambling. I'm having fun just talking.
I just can't believe. I actually kind of interested. Not duh, but I'm kind of interested because I think he's just doing it for shits and giggles. But like, to think that Sinister isn't a top tier villain.
Well, don't forget, he doesn't have the history. He didn't read them because he didn't like them.
Yeah.
He doesn't have this.
Oh, I thought you meant Mr. Sinister. I thought Nathan Essex didn't have the history. No,
yeah, Dub's not going to be like, oh, he read all of those tales of where Nathan Essex.
We should get an X-Men
doing
fan.
all the experiments on the Summers and all this stuff, and he was exploding himself.
Yeah.
Just does. He's not going to read all those X-Men books.
Okay, people who watch YouTube, comic people on YouTube, find us an X-Men fan. I don't watch it, so I wouldn't know who one would be, but find us it so then I can have somebody to talk to you about that. Because fuck no, not Let's Go Cyclops. No, and no. No,
Let's go Little Leg Cyclops on that Noto cover.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, all right, we'll talk to you. That was almost like a Liefeld fucking cap at that point. Huge chest, no legs. Thank you.
I got little legs.
Dub, do it.
Yeah, I got a couple things to say tomorrow. Is there Dollar Bin Digging tomorrow, Pete?
Yes, members already got to look at it. But yes,
look at that. Dollar Bin Digging is already out, already done for the members.
Dollar Bin.
Tomorrow it's for the rest of us.
I had off today, so I did it today because I'm going to be busy tomorrow.
So probably tomorrow afternoon, sometime early evening,
9.
It's going to drop. Okay.
I drop it at 9. I do the same 9 o'clock drop for most.
And
stuff.
then tomorrow, also check out Absolute Geek. They will be covering the Royal Rumble, and the road to WrestleMania has begun. We have 2 Royal Rumble winners, and they have not all.
I saw that I Show Speed thing. That was so stupid.
What?
Yeah. Why did you watch that?
You took a hit.
Frozen? Oh, I'm like, why would that was
took a hit. I mean,
he took a hit.
Yeah, I'll give him credit for that.
Thank you, Sam.
Braun Breaker can spear.
He's a decent athlete. Yeah.
Oh.
He's a Steiner.
That's your boy.
He is a Steiner.
Yep. And then
I get
Friday
along
night.
with the Steiners. What do you want to? Yeah, they're from here. I get along with them. Scotty throws me passes and tells him to get his boy Rodney. I don't.
Where did we just see him?
My mom taught one of them.
He was
math.
on Royal Rumble.
Was he at the Rumble?
Rick was.
No.
Rick
I'm
was
sorry.
at the Rumble.
No. Ron.
Oh, I saw him on a clip with
No, he was at one of these
RVD
events
and
recently.
Godfather. Oh, he was at the Royal Rumble.
Was he at the Rumble?
I saw him on a backstage clip with Rob Van Dam and
Thanks, man.
Yeah, they showed one of them. I think it was just again. They just go around in the crowd and he's right there and he did his damn.
Every time I see Rob Van Dam, I think of Dub. Dub is literally Rob Van Dam's boy, like real life boy. Like
no joke, man. I used to
they
hang
are
out with him.
homies.
Yeah,
no,
he did. He did the Rob Van.
He really hung out with them.
I know.
No joke.
Yeah.
My son gets excited because we got to see Rob Van Dam at that ECW NXT show. He's like, hey, we saw him.
There's a question. Oh, dude, there's a question I want you to ask Rob, Dub, and I think he won't get mad about it, but I can't. I'm not gonna say it here.
Just okay. Ask me later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. And then so Friday night, 9:00. Check out the Hot 10 show right here on Rennavision. Immediately followed by the Qualified, and the boys will be covering. Any ideas?
Forget what they're doing. They sent me the thing. Let me see if I can take a look at it. Their thumbnail image. Gearing up.
First appearance of cleavage in different colors. Is that what they're doing?
It just says gearing up for guns. So I guess maybe Bruce is getting to talk about DC stuff. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I believe it's Bruce will not have an adversary this week. Is that correct?
Oh, Dom's on a boat.
Dom's on a boat right now.
Oh,
right?
yes. Dom's.
Yeah.
He's going for a cruise.
He's on a cruise. Yeah. So Dom will be.
He's been slowly texting us stuff, but not anything about that fucking boat. Nothing about the boat.
He's still sending us IG posts.
Yeah. How are you paying for that shit, but you ain't going to get us a live stream on that boat? Priorities are fucked up, bro.
Well, so that's right after the Hot 10. You get the Qualified. Then Saturday, SNS is coming back.
Yeah, they'll be back.
SNS will be there
nice.
Saturday. Oh, yeah. They did say SNS will be there Saturday. And then Sunday, I believe Wayseeker got himself suspended again. And so it's going to be a lightly staffed Star Wars show this weekend, right?
We probably might not do it. It's on Super Bowl Sunday. Hold on.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday.
Dom's on water. Not that we need him because Ruben does better numbers anyways, but yeah, I mean, it's Super Bowl. I don't know, man. I'm tired. I'm just
take a break.
Fucking tired.
Take a break. If you guys want to record something, you can always record something.
I'm tired, Pete. I'm not recording
just take a break.
shit.
There's nothing wrong with taking a break.
Plus it's they actually one of the reasons. Sorry for texting for the people that saw it, but they're asking me because I play the Star Wars card game, and they were just asking me because they want to move the show. They want to move the show down for me to show up for it because I got skills like dollar bills.
Because I was about to say, it's like, well, I can. Like, I think I'm working from home on Monday. I could come on. I'm like, wait a second, no, I gotta watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I got a lot to do that day too. And I got to heal up, man. My voice
not
is
watching the Super Bowl
shit right now.
Oh,
and by the way, wash your freaking hands, people. Just wash your hands. No, I'm just saying in general because that's how this happens, right? All the dapping up, all that shit. Y'all want to dap. Y'all want to come in here. You want to get close. You want to dap up, but you don't wash your hands. That's all I'm telling you. Every time I'm dapping mothers, that's what's happening. I get sick.
The elbow.
Oh, you try that, they still come in for it. I'm like, dude, it's wintertime. Don't dap me in wintertime. I don't want to be dapped. I don't. If I don't, especially if you don't like, we're good. Like, you know who I am, right? Cool. But like, if we're not, if we're not family,
give me a hug.
No, bro. That's what it was. I mean, that's what it is. It really is. Oh man. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Good to see you. Oh man, haven't seen you since last year. You ain't seen me in a year. Please don't dab me.
How you doing?
Dude, or the one where they cough. This is the shit that I hate. They want to say something. It's Mr. Hand Raiser too. Wants to say something and then goes to cough and cover his mouth, but he covers it and coughs and turns and he goes and that shit goes right into you. You're like, I felt that. I fucking felt that.
Elbow.
I felt
up.
that, dude.
Elbow right here. Elbow right here.
It don't matter.
about
You fucking don't. No, don't tell them that shit. Don't tell them. Tell them to run to the bathroom, and go cough in the toilet or some shit. Because you tell them that shit, and here's the problem with it: they start going like this, right? They go like this, and then and it bounces here right into your shit. So don't tell them that because they wait till the last minute.
Hey, Mythbusters did a whole thing. This is the best way to do it.
Except
if you come in,
if you come in,
do it right.
If you come in, but they don't do it right. They do this. They do this shit.
It's still
all the
germs you're
time.
shooting out. It's not the. It's just out of the hand or the whatever. This is the most effective way to keep the spraying from going to distance.
Take it, turn it,
Mythbusters episode,
and turn away from the person. Turn the fuck away from the person, not towards the person, dude.
Maybe you should just stop, drop, and roll when you see them about to cough, and you just dive out of the way so they don't cough in your face.
Dude, I felt so bad. I fucking, because I literally put the whole thing on. Like I run the whole thing, like the whole experience. So they come down, they do this thing. Everybody on the field. I set up we had 38 teams this year, bracketed into 2 different sections. I bracketed into 2 different divisions this time. Had playoffs, 8-on-8s. For divisions came together, play at the end, right? A lot of people. So like over 1,000 people come into this whole tournament. For the people that don't know, I put on a tournament at Ford Field. I put on a charity event at Ford Field. It's pretty much a flag football tournament. We do this whole thing. And this guy, and I'm doing all this stuff, and somebody's coming over there. And hey, we got to do. Yeah. Somebody comes up and is like, first off, God bless one of the people that are there. She's been killer. She turns and I'm figuring out the board. I'm figuring out all the numbers because of how the tiebreakers work is it's you go points 4, right? Wins. So you get 2 games. If you win both games, you're pretty much getting in. Then it goes win-loss points 4. And then after that, the tiebreaker after points 4 is points against. And that's how it goes. So we're writing stuff in. And there literally was a guy who, here is the lady that puts the stuff on the board for me because my penmanship is atrocious. And he's like this. So I step in between him and her because she's writing on the board, right? Writing on the board the numbers. And he's here. He is here. So I do one of these moves and go, hey, what are you doing? So I do that. And I'm like, hey, we're taking the board and moving someplace else. And as I do it, I say, hey, we're going to move. And he does this. And he does this cough move. And I go, hey, we're going to move this over here. Just give us a 5 seconds to back up for her. He goes, it does that move right into me. And I go, what the? I go, dude, are you serious right now? And like, usually on that type of stuff, you try to, it's a charity event. You don't want to be like, are you serious right now? And he goes, what? I go, you're serious right now. What team do you play for? And everybody's like, no. But like, what are you doing where you think that you need to be like, viewing in people writing down the numbers that like no reason we should have to take an A place. But that was the guy that probably got me something because he coughed on himself. Like I said, did not do the proper, just turn away. Like what? And why do you got to be in people's business anyways? Why does everybody think they got to be in people's business? I don't like the way you smell. You do know you smell bad. We all smell bad at that point. I get it.
He wanted to see the scores and the numbers. I don't
know. He wasn't even his team. What does it matter?
He wanted to know. He wanted to feel involved. Maybe he doesn't have friends.
Pete. The board.
I'm sorry, but I can't speak to the travel habits of one Private Santiago.
The board is from there to here to there.
Maybe it was an early ride.
It's a huge board. You don't have to be here. Stand back. You could take in the whole board all at once. Not only that, I then have the whole board, and then I have 2 subset boards, and then in every corner where I have a field, I have another board. And guess what? They all get updated. So go to one of the smaller boards that's only like this big and stand in front of that board.
Maybe next year you need to have a board
back
cam.
Up so you can see it that close.
You need to have a board cam and have a camera that just points right at the board, and he can look at his phone and see what's being written on the board at all times. Just set yourself up a camera and have a board.
Just set a camera looking at a piece of paper you're writing out on the table, so nobody has to walk up to anywhere. They don't need to know where the board is. They don't need to know where it is.
Put a sign up that says "Must stay 6 feet away."
No. If you try, no, Pete. I tried that one year. To write it down and then update it later.
No, it'll be a live.
You'll literally have 100 people following you around.
Yeah, no, just have it like a screen of some sort.
They'll still follow you. They'll try to figure it out. Dude, I had somebody follow me. Hold on. I had somebody follow me to the bathroom to ask, like, I was like, okay, cool. I have to go to the bathroom. Whatever. So how I set the fields up, I make a T where I can walk through all 4 fields and get to everything wherever I need it. And usually in the center, you shouldn't be walking in that area, whatever. But I had somebody there and they're like, hey, blah, 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 blah. It's like, it goes like this and this and this. And they're like, okay, cool. Well, so if this team scores this and this, and they're doing all these hypotheticals, and I'm like, yeah, I understand. Well, just wait 5 minutes, and the scores will come in. We'll take care of that. They're like, okay. I was like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I start to walk. Like, okay, yeah, but so then like after it, can I? And I'm like, yeah, I have to go to the bathroom. And they go, okay. So you to go to the bathroom, for the people that don't know Ford Field well, you go down the tunnel where all the players come down, and there's actually an auxiliary bathroom there. So you can go to the right. And that's where, like, if you're in the middle of the thing, you don't feel like peeing on the field or shitting on the field, you can go into this little auxiliary bathroom. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to the bathroom. He's like, yeah. So then I go into the bathroom. The guy follows me into the bathroom about a hypothetical question. Huh?
When would shitting on the field be okay?
Yeah, when did shitting on
the field or shit on the field?
Yeah. I don't. Dude, I'll be honest with you. This nasty shit goes on in the field, dude. Dude, that's why they have all those drain systems there.
Cover me. I'm gonna take a dump right here.
Yeah. No, they will. They'll take in a trash can. Yeah, absolutely.
Can you bring that board over this way?
Dude, actually on Ford Field,
on the floor.
Ford Field, there's a back stairwell that goes back up to the actual locker room that you can go to, and a lot of times the guys will put the board there because the board will cover it up. They'll go down in the tunnel, take care of their business, and come back out of it. Like, it's a downward step. It's like a dugout. It's like 6 steps down, and then it goes up like 15 steps. And they'll go down in there because they don't want to walk all the way to the tunnel. And so if you ever see anybody going down the steps, they're pretty much going down there to take a piss or a shit. And just in like just like a concrete area that's not a bathroom, mind you. Not a bathroom.
All right. A piss I can see. You go up against the wall, you just kind of, you're taking a leak. How do you take a shit in like an open spot like that and be like, what if somebody follows you and they're coming, hey man, you're just sitting there just
no, that's why they have the guy, they have the, so like, it's not like there's so many assistants to stuff like, hey, what's water up? Boy slash
I'll come back. Thanks. I'll be done in a minute.
Yeah. No, they'll tell they'll tell somebody, they'll tell one of the assistant trainer staffs, they'll be like, hey dude, I gotta take a shit, I gotta go right now, and I'm not gonna make it to the bathroom. So they'll walk down the hall. The person there will stand there while the person's shitting in a bucket.
What are they toddlers? They don't understand like when they have to go to the bathroom. I can't hold it. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, no.
I didn't plan ahead.
Pete. Like, yes. I have to go right now. Because sometimes hold on now. Hold on. In their defense.
Wait. Go ahead. Sorry.
In their defense, sometimes the protein stuff or the quick energy stuff or stuff because of cramping or anything that goes outside of their regular dietary need does interact differently. Okay. And then you've got a 400-pound dude dropping on their tummy, and it might make you feel like you got to take a shit more sooner than you wanted to. Yes. Because you can't time out when it is. Because they're like, all of a sudden it was 3 and out. We thought we were going to have 10 minutes. We got 5 minutes. And by the way, the walk from the sideline, depending on what part you are, to the tunnel, that's like, it's not easy to get there, especially with a bunch of people on the sideline. I don't know why I'm telling you this or explaining this to you or why we got into it, but yes, sometimes to relieve yourself.
Times we have discussed the pooping habits of people who are in public places on this show is more than I've ever talked about. Well,
look, I'm all for more bathrooms. I 100% am just on. We need more bathrooms, just in general. I think in general, we just need more bathrooms.
In general, just obviously. We need more bathrooms. Yeah, well, fair enough.
Yeah.
And on that note,
and make them private too.
I think we
make them co-ed private.
So sneeze in your
co-ed private
properly, and private bathrooms everywhere. Just everywhere.
Co-ed private, because like the first time a guy shits on a seat and then opens the door and a woman comes in, that's the end of dudes pissing and shitting all over bathrooms all the time. That's it.
Oh, no,
like, dude, I'm sick of going to sports.
Hey, don't act like the ladies can't do some shit too, because
they probably would, but they probably hide it too. No, I know, but like whenever you go, dude, it amazes me. Like whenever you go, like let's say you go to Tiger Stadium, you go in to take a piss, all the pisses are full. You go into a shitter, and there's like people have pissed all over the floor. How the fuck did you miss
I hear you.
the shit?
I hear it. All I'm saying is my freshman year at college.
No, I mean like inch of water.
In the laundry room of my freshman year, the laundry room, there was a chair, middle of the chair. Somebody took a shit on a chair in the middle of the laundry room, the common room laundry room. Turned out it was a girl who took a shit in that chair. It wasn't a guy. She just shit on a chair.
No doubt.
She was too drunk, thought she was on the toilet. I don't know, but she took a shit in the chair.
Yeah.
And it was a girl.
No doubt. No doubt. And that's going to happen every once in a while. No doubt. No doubt.
Just saying.
But I think the usual occurrence of like, hey, what? No, I'm not. But when's the last time you had to go to like a Speedway or a gas station bathroom because you had to piss real quickly? And it looks like somebody fucking exploded diarrhea. How did you get it on the ceiling? How did you get the shit on the ceiling?
I think it's like, I think it's a challenge. Like, how do you physically get it up there? Like, did you jump and twist?
Have you never seen the commercial for Pop Copy? You've never seen the commercial for Pop Copy? Like, it's in the manual. They tell you to rub it on the wall. The employees do it. I'm gonna send you that commercial.
Oh, I don't know. Hey, look, dude. I'll sometimes go into the women's bathroom in the speedways or whatever. You know what's one bathroom. I just go whichever one's available. I'll go into. And for some reason, their bathroom's way fucking nicer than ours. It's the fucking night and day, bro. Night and day. So you can say all you want about this, but like next time go to the bathroom, go to the family bathroom, and I don't give a shit if somebody gives you a dirty look. Just tell them you got IBS or whatever. You can use whatever bathroom you want.
Oh, I don't care.
It's actually a law. But yeah. So go in there and then go into the men's room in the same place, and you tell me which one.
No, I hear you. Well, even when at work, like I like using the handicap stall, even though I'm not handicapped, because I just don't like the idea of people looking at my feet. I'm taking a shit. I don't want you to just. I'm like, what
does that have to do? The guys will fuck up a hand. Dude, I've seen handicap bathrooms.
No, it's like a whole extra room. It's almost like a whole room. Like it's
also
like,
too.
You go in and like the toilet's over there. Like you got to kind of turn and walk. There's a lot of.
Here's the other. Hey, hold on. And this is something that I fucking is a pet peeve of mine. Pet peeve of mine. Stop using paper towel. I don't know what you're doing. I don't understand why you're using paper towel. Yeah, hand towels. Because here's the deal. Then they give you those blow dryers because you're clogging up all their toilets with fucking hand towels, right? Stop doing that because then I can't use hand towels to dry my hands after I piss, right?
Yeah,
that's it. I don't care about clogged toilet shit, but like, why are you doing that? Like, it would seem like those aren't. I'm not even worried about anyways.
See, for me, it's not even about having the hand towel even to dry my hands. I'd let them air dry. I need the paper towels from the thing so I can open that bathroom door to get out.
Oh yeah, open the door too. Yes.
I need to do
fuck
that.
This thing. Fuck this thing. They got this fucking thing.
Take the 30-yard jump shot to the trash can. Hopefully I make it because I can't. I don't want to be touching that door.
That is what he said. He likes to swing his legs on. Yes. No, but hey, you're right, Pete. Because you know what they did? I get the foot. If you're not going to have the foot thing where you can use the foot, this thing right here. You know what I'm talking about? The arm bar thing. People, that's where everybody coughs. They cough into this shit. They don't wash that. And then they arm bar that fucking door. Now you got their fucking saliva all over your gosh darn arm. I'm just saying.
100% wash your hands.
Viewers talking about taking shits.
Yeah.
And bathroom etiquette.
Well, just have some fucking bathroom etiquette. Like, be a human fucking being. Stop using the damn towels. Because then you go there and you try to reach for towel. No fucking towel. And not to mention places know that you back up their fucking toilet. So then they just get rid of the towels. And then you've got that fucking thing where nose picker's like, oh yeah, here, let me dry my fucking hands real quickly. And his boogers are in there. Because he literally just washes hands, picks his nose, goes over to the fucking Dyson thing, does this shit, and the boogers are getting splattered everywhere. It's gross, man. I saw it happen. Or he sneezes his hand and then does that shit. Dude, how many people wash their hands, sneeze into that shit, and then put it in the dryer?
I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about the ones that have the dryer. It's just like one long loop, and it's just somehow still connected.
They don't
like,
do that shit no more. There's no way. No, it has the dirty towel. The dirty towel. No fucking way. The dirty towel. No way. They don't do that shit no more. Where does only in Philly or Jersey does some shit like that? No place else has that.
When you bring that up, it's like in like Philly bars, I would see it and be like, "There's no fucking way in hell I'm touching that thing."
Dude, the best is like still up at State. There's still a couple places that got troughs.
Oh, the troughs.
And they still use the ice. Yeah.
Yeah. The troughs makes me think of like Louisiana going down like Bourbon Street. It's like I'm pissing in one big sink.
This is the other thing. Whoever thought the floor to head height pissers, you know what I'm talking about, was a good idea.
Yeah, why is that
Remember
necessary?
those?
Look, well, we got to accommodate.
You're just pissing on the floor
in case a 9-foot tall man walks in. We got to be able to accommodate him
with a 20-foot dog because like it's on the floor. But like, why is it on the floor? You're just pissing on the floor.
Well, that's how the
You
kindergarten.
get it, right? Like
the kindergarten.
No, the kindergarten ones are like 3 feet for the. Yeah,
no, I'm thinking the ones that go all the way to the floor.
The 5-foot ones. Yeah, I'm talking about the 5-foot ones that go from up here all the way down to the floor.
Yeah.
Why? Whoever thought? Who was the dumbass that was like, "This is a good idea"? Just put a hole in the ground and just have everybody stand around there kumbaya and pissing in a fucking hole in the ground. It would have been more sanitary than what the fuck you're doing. It would be more sanitary than you do, dude. And then, hey, this is the wildest shit. And this is probably why I don't wear flip flops, because flip flop guy would come in. You're just getting your feet pissed on. Like you might be like Joe got a foot fetish or some shit like that, but that's fucking weird, bro. Like that's just out of pocket. I can't do flip flops. Can't do them. Can't do them. Can't do them. Can't do flip flops. Can't do open toes.
Only time would be either at home or if I'm just taking a short walk from like a hotel room to a pool.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like I'm not going anywhere. Like,
yes.
Not going out.
Yep.
Like I'm going.
I'm pissing in the pool. I'm not pissing in a bathroom.
I'm going to some sort of venue where I just need to get there, and then they're coming off.
Yeah, without getting athlete's foot. Yeah, 100%.
Anyway,
I
I think we've talked about shitting and pissing enough.
Yeah, we went from Mr. Sinister to a hole in the ground.
Hey, hope your father-in-law enjoyed the conversation, dog. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess he's not online anymore.
This is the sort of this is the high mind.
He's screaming. He's like, hey, he's screaming. He's like, I'm old enough. I have to sit every time now. He's like, he's right. They'd stop pissing everywhere. Yep. All right, let's get out of here.
All right, we'll see you guys all next week.
Thank you all for hanging out.
With something. We'll have something.
Yeah.